races tonight, so we're going to take the top 5 out of each heat race. Top 5 out of each heat race.
So it's Cloud and Pike, Ackland and Hendrickson, Davenport and Gullion, Danley and Klabunde, Vanderheiden and Holloman getting ready to do battle. Lights out in the corners, down the back straightaway, getting ready to kick off heat race number 1, night number 5, rolling slow through 3. Get ready to feel the roar off of 4. Here we go, we're racing an Eagle.
Good start for the 25er, Gunnar Pike. He's going to take about a groove up lane through turns 1 and 2. He'll have a big lead down the back stretches. Gene Ackland's making some moves. He's up to second, out of turn number 4. Gunnar Pike a lead at lap number 1.
Tyler Hendrickson's going to take the third spot away from Cole Cloud, put Cloud back to the 4th position. Now he's going to have to battle it out with the 91 of Adam Gullion. Gullion takes the spot away, so currently in the 5th spot, that's Cole Cloud out of Fairbury, hanging on to your 5th and final transfer spot. Meanwhile, out of the front of the field,
Cole Cloud. Woo! Tapped that outside wall exit at turn 4, but he's able to keep it going. That car is squirrely, and he has dropped to the rear of the field as he hits the infield tractor tire. Meanwhile, 2 laps down, Gunnar Pike, Gene Ackland, Tyler Hendrickson, Adam Gullion, and now Klabunde are your top 5 transfers. You got a battle for 3rd.
Gullion takes the spot away from Hendrickson through 3 and off of 4. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Gunnar Pike remains your race leader, but great sets of corners through 1 and 2 from Gene Ackland is allowing him to close in on your race leader. In the meantime, it's all Gunnar Pike, but Gene Ackland is closing in, going to try and make a dive bomb down to the bottom side. Not quite enough, but he is there. Rolling into 3, bottom side for both of them. Pike drifts up high, a little bit loose there for Ackland. Back to the line, it remains Gunnar Pike.
Gunnar Pike has got his hands full. He's running the high groove, trying to push that cushion up early. Gene Ackland has caught the 25, but he can't quite get around him. He won't on this lap. 3 laps left to go as Gene Ackland's making a move.
Down to the bottom side goes the 14G, but the momentum stays with Pike around that middle groove. Both drivers hunting the same piece of real estate through 3 and off of 4. Not going to allow him to close in, but it will allow him to pull up to the left rear.
Oh, good set of corners for Gunnar Pike as Gene Ackland slips in the middle of 1 and 2. Pike's able to pull away by about 2 car lengths, now 3 car lengths out of turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 more lap left to go for Gunnar Pike, Gene Ackland, Adam Gullion, Tyler Hendrickson, and John Klabunde.
Down into 3 and off of 4 for the final time. Gunnar Pike's going to take him back to the checkered flag. The first heat race is in the books for your Nebraska Septic Race Saver Sprint Cars. Ackland brings it home in the 2nd spot. Gullion is 3rd, Hendrickson 4th. And Klabunde rounds out your top 5 Eagle Raceway as he gets ready to head in front of you. Make sure you make some noise for your heat race winner. They call him Top Gun. It's Gunnar Pike.
And once again, Gene Ackland, Adam Gullion, Tyler Hendrickson, and John Klabunde will be your 5 transfer cars along with Gunnar Pike.
Field formed up. Down the back straightaway they go. Whole lot of horsepower getting ready to come at you. Near silent through turns 3. Get ready. Here we go. Off turn 4, down and away. The early advantage. Battle going on for 2nd on back. Satriano takes the spot away. Cameron Thompson now battling it out with Danny Nicolai down the back straightaway. Put Nicolai to the 2nd spot. He's going to try for more as they go through 3 and 4. Caden Thurman leads lap number 1. Nicolai in the 2nd spot. Satriano, Thompson, and Wayman, your top 5 transfer cars currently.
Little slick out there, low side of turns 1 and 2. Everyone's kind of toe tapping just a little bit on the opening laps. But lap number 2 will go to Caden Thurman. He's going to continue to lead over Danny Nicolai. Good move by Tyler Drucke. Slides up the racetrack, can't get any grip as he slides in front of Cameron Thompson. Thompson does the smart thing, taps brakes, lets him go on by. Cameron Thompson can hold on to the 3rd spot as Drucke goes to work again.
Lap before, Tyler Drucke had made the pass on 4 cars. Cameron Thompson made his way back around. Now Drucke gets back around Thompson yet again. Top 4 remain. Thurman, Nicolai, Drucke, Thompson, Benson and Wayman. Now Wayman looking down to the bottom side of Thompson as they exit turn 2.
Caden Thurman holding on in his rookie season. 5 laps left to go. Rookie season at America's home track, that is. 5 laps left to go now. He's led them all, but Drucke is driving. Tyler Drucke diamonds off turn number 1, gets a good run out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. He closes in the 22D of Danny Nicolait.
Battle for that 5th and final transfer spot has been going back and forth between Cameron Thompson and Cole Wayman. In 1 and 2, you'll watch Wayman go down to the low side. Usually the crossover move comes back from Cameron Thompson. Thompson hangs onto the spot. Here they're going to do it again through 3 and off of 4. Wayman grabs the spot. Thompson battles back to the outside. Thompson takes the spot away. Billy Alley, first car outside looking in.
You got a battle for the race lead? No, it's over. Tyler Drucke has found a great move in turns 1 and 2. He got Danny Nicolait last lap. This lap, he takes Cameron Thurman's spot away. Put Tyler Drucke to the lead. Thurman back to 2nd. Danny Nicolait in 3rd. Cole Wayman and Cameron Thompson continue to battle for 4th.
Yeah, they just keep it going now here through 3 and 4. Both cars wanted the same piece of real estate. Now Billy Alley's got some company from Brandon Horton. Horton overcooks it a little bit on exit. He's going to settle back into 7th. Billy Alley takes the 5th spot away. But here comes Cameron Thompson back down to the bottom side. Battle is for the transfer spot through 3 and off of 4, Dan.
Checkered flag waves, and Tyler Drucke gets the win, followed by Caden Thurman, Danny Nicolait, Cole Wayman, and Billy Alley on the final set of corners takes the 5th and final transfer spot. We are live on Facebook, James.
Hi, Mom.
Thanks to our friends at Advantage Racing TV. You guys are going to get a couple of heat race previews. We're going to do your final Nebraska Septic Sprint Car Heat Race here, and then we've got about 39 Avid Realty Sportmod Heat Races. I may be exaggerating slightly.
Might be 39 Avid Realty. No, actually, I believe there's 41.
And we're going to do a couple of those heat races, and then we're going to cut it off. If you guys want to enjoy the racing, just make sure to go to eagleraceway.tv and purchase tonight's live broadcast.
Or just come here, because off turn 4, we're going to set the green flag to fly, and here we go. Down into turn 1, Matty Miller, your race leader. Clint Benson's going to try and make the outside move off the exit of turn 2, thinks better of it. 3rd spot goes to Shaylee Bade. Alex Salzman riding in the 4th position. We got a 3-car battle for your 5th and final finish spot. Rosenbacher has it for the time being, and you've got a new race leader, Clint Benson, out front.
Benson slides down in front of the 28 of Maddie Miller. She's going to block the advance of the 03 of Shaylee Bade. That's a good top 3 battle. Meanwhile, back in the pack, Brandon Bosma's taking the 4th spot away from the 2A of Alex Salzman, and TG Trevor Grossenbacher wants it now.
Grossenbacher hanging on to the 5th and final transfer spot, makes the move for 4th there through 3 and off of 4. Salzman's going to try and battle back to the outside. He'll retain the position. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it's Clint Benson. Shaylee Bade takes the 2nd spot away. Maddie Miller rides in 3rd. Bosma in the 4th spot. Now Grossenbacher and Salzman continue to duel it out. Bring on turn number 4. Salzman, your 5th and final transfer car. First one outside looking in, Trevor Grossenbacher.
Trevor Grossenbacher trying to make his way up to that final transfer spot. Right now, Alex Salzman's got it, and he's got pressure from Trevor Waller. The low side just does not have the grip, but that's the only place he can go with Salzman blocking on the high side. James, these cars almost come to a stop in the middle of 1 and 2. Able to get back on that horsepower and accelerate off turn number 2. Stu Snyder, oh, he makes contact with Trevor Waller, who dives to the inside.
Now Grossenbacher gets a chance to move up to the high line. Battling it out with Trevor Waller. Waller down to the bottom side. Good set of corners through 3 and off of 4. Grossenbacher fights back, wants to get back down into that bottom line. 3-car dance now. Trevor Waller and Salzman going at it for the 5th spot. Grossenbacher now back to the 7th position. Snyder runs 8th. Driver rounding out the field first trip to Eagle Raceway. Meanwhile, back at the front, it's all Clint Benson.
And Stu Snyder gets hit again. Him and Trevor Grossenbacher make contact. Meanwhile, Kate Murray shows him the white flag. Clint Benson has led since lap number 2. He's got a big lead over Shaylee Bade, Brandon Bosma, Trevor Waller, Maddie Miller, Alex Salzman, Trevor Grossenbacher, Stu Snyder, and Braden Grubel. Checkered flag waves as Clint Benson gets the win. Shaylee Bade brings it home in 2nd. Oh no, 3 cars together exit at turn number 4. didn't see what happened as I was calling the front of the race. Like I said, Clint Benson, Shaylee Bade, Brandon Bosma, Stu Snyder, and Trevor Grossenbacher. Stu Snyder and Trevor Grossenbacher were all benefactors from that issue in turn number 4, as they both move up enough to transfer into tonight's A feature.
Now we're going for your mod sports. Avid Realty, starting on the inside of row number 1 out of Omaha, Nebraska in the 14K. That's Melissa Latour. To her outside out of Beatrice in the 32X, it's Nathan Wallstrom.
Row number 2 out of Waverly, it's the 15 of Tyler Diekey. To his outside, it's the realtor himself, the 2A, Theron Allman.
Starting on the inside of row number 3, driver hails out of Malcolm, Nebraska in the 88F. It's Rich Flock. To his outside, it's the dancing partner in the 31S. That's Jacob Swanson.
Lee Horkey and Noah Williams will make up row number 4 with Kyle Russell tagging the back of the field. Green flag is out.
Here we go. Down the front straightaway, Melissa Latour leads the field down. Diekey rides around the bottom side, wants to take the second spot away from Wallstrom. Wallstrom now to the 3rd position, Allman in 4th, but he's got company from Joe Fayen. It's a hornet's nest going on back there. Rich Flock gonna look down to the inside of Theron Allman, take that spot away. 3 wide as they head into turn 1, Dan.
Yeah, oh no, right in front of the field. Latour goes around, collects the 88 of Rich Flock, the 7 of Lee Horkey, and I believe, might have been the 27W of Noah Williams also involved in that. Yes, I do not see Noah out there. Tough break. Looks like a new car for the 88 of Rich Flock. He got some nose wing damage a little bit.
You think those guys are down there having a conversation?
And he's got some right rear damage also.
Replay coming up here on Advantage Racing TV. Latour just goes around, catches Rick Flock. Flock kind of got the brunt of that deal. And then, yeah, everybody just gathered together down there for a little turn 2 parking lot party.
And then A and B, again, that general admission. So it's really easy to read the map. If it's green on your map, that's your general admission tickets. If you can see the little dots on your screen, that's the reserve seats. You can click on the section you want, and you can purchase your tickets at your specific section. They make it super easy. And talking about super easy, we're gonna go back to green next time by with Tyler Diekey, your race leader, followed by Theron Allman, Nathan Wallstrom in the 32X. Those are your top 3 cars moving on, and we threw the green flag without me knowing.
Well, you know what they say, sometimes it be like that. Down the field goes through the back straightaway. Into turn 3, top 2 remain unchanged. A little bit of a bobble from Allman, gonna open up the door for Jacob Swanson as Tyler Diekey leads that lap.
Tyler Diekey, Theron Allman, Jacob Swanson. Here comes the Rook. The first-time competitor in America's home track, Kyle Russell, up to 4th. We're only taking 3 out of this heat race. And Noah Williams, who was involved in that caution, has made his way up to 5th. He's looking underneath the 75X, trying to take that 4th spot. James, he's got it off too.
Yes, he does. Down the back straightaway now. He's got his sights set on the 3rd place runner, the 31S, to Jacob Swanson. About a 3-4 car length advantage to the 31S.
Theron Allman trying to reel in the 15 of Tyler Diekey. James, I would say this is probably the slickest track we've seen all year. Guys are really feathering the throttle all throughout the corners, trying to get that rear end and the front end hooked up. 3 laps left to go now as Tyler Diekey, Theron Allman, Jacob Swanson, Noah Williams, Kyle Russell, and Lee Horkey round out your top 6.
Nathan Wallstrom back there rounding out the field, going down the front straightaway. This time going to be 2 laps to go for your race leader in the 15, Tyler Diekey. Theron Allman is there. About a car length separate him down the back straightaway. About 3 car lengths separate second from 3rd place running Jacob Swanson off turn 4. White flag flying, 1 lap to go for Tyler Diekey.
Final time for the 15 of Tyler Diekey, Theron Allman, and Jacob Swanson. If they can hold on, they're moving on to the A. Noah Williams digging, trying to find any grip he can to get some speed in that 27W. Off turn number 4, Theron Allman took a look, thought better of it. Tyler Diekey's gonna get the win. Theron Allman brings it home in 2nd. Jacob Swanson, your 3rd and final transfer. Noah Williams in 4th. Kyle Russell in 5th. Lee Horkey in 6th. And Nathan Wallstrom rounds out the final running car in heat race number 1 for your Avid Realty Sport Mods. But James, one more time as he crosses the start finish line, let him hear it. Tyler Diekey gets the win. Run number 2 to the inside from Bennington. It's the 43 TX of Tyler Rimmer-Reed. To his outside, out of Fremont, the 413 of Bo Riffle.
On the inside of row number 3, it's the Capital City runner in the 6SJ. That's Sean Pospischel. To his outside at a Rising City in the 18 machine, it's Dion Kovar.
Run number 4 is going to be Malcolm, Nebraska's 22 of Matt Andrews. To his outside from Beatrice, the 74 Rick Rohr. And Roger Sluka will round out the field in the 5S.
Not seeing Sluka making the call in this one. Unfortunately, he was involved in that hot lap area incident. Now back to the front of the field. It's Rimmer-Reed to the top spot. In the second position, it's Sean Pospischel. Here comes Sean Davis looking to the high side, trying to make his way around Matt Andrews. Andrews currently sitting in your third and final transfer spot. He looks to the inside of Sean Pospischel, thinks better of it, falls back in line.
Tyler Rimmer-Reed, Sean Pospischel, and Matt Andrews. That's your top 3 transfers right now, and they have broken away from Sean Davis. First car outside looking in. James, we got a great 3-wide battle. Dion Kovar splitting the difference, taking the 5th spot away as Bo Riffle's falling back. And Rick Rohr trying to fight back and get the 4th spot back away. Nope, 5th.
Digs down in there, not quite enough. Now he will pull along the 18 of Kovar. Meanwhile, taking a look back to the front of the field, it's all Rimmer-Reed, Pospischel, and Andrews. Top 3 remain unchanged. Pospischel is your 4th car. He's the first one outside looking in. Rick Rohr in the 5th spot. Dion Kovar, Bo Riffle, and Braden Lockling rounding out the field.
3 laps left to go, this time by for Rimmer-Reed, Pospischel, and Andrews. Andrews, a former track champion in America's home track, made his weekly return this year after a couple of year hiatus, and he is starting to find speed in that 22 machine once again. 2 laps left to go, James.
Everybody fighting for the same piece of real estate. The bottom lane is the dominant lane currently. Not a lot of momentum around the middle. As I say that, Matt Andrews with a heck of a charge down the back straightaway. Wants to find his way around the 6SJ of Sean Pospischel. Meanwhile, off turn 4, white flag flying. One more time around for Tyler Rimmer-Reed.
You always ask yourself, if you're Matt Andrews, do you push the subject and try to take the 2nd spot away? Or do you cruise and transfer on to the A feature? That question is answered out of turn number 4 as Tyler Rimmer-Reed gets the win. Sean Pospischel in 2nd, and Matt Andrews holds on for 3rd. Sean Davis, Dion Kovar, Rick Rohr, and Bo Riffle, along with Braden Lockling, all not making the A feature. They'll have to come out of the creature feature later tonight. That does it for heat race number 2. To me, we are.
Well, you know, I give Eagle a little bit more credit than that because I say they're the greatest racetrack in the United States of America.
We got to do it quick because they're going green. Ray Harrington and Aiden Floyd, row number 1.
Zane Woodman and McLean Reed, row number 2.
Gary Sadoff and Michael Sherwood, row number 3.
Row number 4 is Drake Bullmeyer and Adam Verbka. Randy Fox going to round out the field. Rolling slow into turn number 3, getting ready to hit the limiter off turn number 4. Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand. We are down. We are gone. We are racing into turn 1. Aiden Floyd down to the middle. He's going to take the top spot away. Ray Harrington hanging on to the 2nd position. McLean Reed went to the extreme high side. That took him outside of your top 3 transfer cars. Tries to battle back there off turn 4. Aiden Floyd, Ray Harrington, and Zane Woodman, your top 3 cars moving on as of now.
Your 2023 track champion, Adam Verbka, making his way up through the field. He's trying to look to the inside of Gary Sadoff. He's going to take another peek down the backstretch. He'll pull even into turn 3. Out of turn 4, Aiden Floyd's got a big lead. Trouble for the 70 of Ray Harrington. Causes an accordion effect as Gary Sadoff's able to get by. Gary Sadoff is now the first car outside looking in with Adam Verbka in 5th.
Boy, that really switched up positions off turn number 4. Your leader remains unchanged. Aiden Floyd now to 2nd is McLean Reed. Zane Woodman into the 3rd and final transfer spot. In the 4th spot, it's Gary Sadoff. Adam Verbka, Drake Bullmeyer, Randy Fox, and Michael Sherwood round out the field.
Yes, sir, Michael Sherwood. Ray Harrington is at the tail end of the field, the 70 machine. 3 laps left to go for Aiden Floyd. McLean Reed, Zane Woodman, Gary Sadoff, Adam Verbka, Drake Bullmeyer. Out of turn 4, looks like the Avid Realty two-seater gonna take it up into the pits.
You should have been there.
I should have. One of these weeks, we'll get her done.
Aiden Floyd down the back straightaway. Off turn 4, it's gonna be 2 laps to go. Rocking chair flags in hand from head starter Caden Murray. Second spot remains McLean Reed. Woodman remains in the 3rd spot. 4th is Sadoff. 5th to Verbka. 6th to Bullmeyer. Remaining unchanged throughout this one. Down through 3, off of 4. Floyd picks up the white flag. 1/3 of a mile to go for your race leader in your Avid Realty IMCA Sportmod Heat race number 3. Those cars outside looking in are beginning to close. Battle is for the 4th spot. On the low side, it's Gary Sadoff. Right around the middle, it's Adam Verbka. They nearly pull even through 3 and off of 4, but off of 4 down the front stretch. You've got a race winner. It's Aiden Floyd. McLean Reed brings it home in the 2nd spot, and Zane Woodman's going to round out your top 3 transfer cars. Everybody else moving on to the creature features of the evening. Eagle Raceway, as he gets ready to head in front of you, make some noise for your heat race winner in the 7F. It's Aiden Floyd.
Real quick, something to keep an eye on as they were coming out turn 4 in the cool down lap. The 24 of Bowman shoved his front bumper up the back bumper of the 7V of Verbka. So keep an eye on that.
All right, heat race number 4. Dan Latour and Justin Bell, row number 1. Josh Pfeiffer, James Hines, row number 2. Bobby Draper, Trevor Noonan, row number 3. Mason Richards and Cole Wayman, row number 4. Green flag is out.
Down the front straightaway and into turn 1 they go. 2 by 2 by 2. Josh Pfeiffer looking down to the low side, wants to take the lead away. Latour hangs on to the spot as we roll into 3. Get ready to come off turn 4. Anybody gonna have the momentum to make their way around him? No, sir. Daniel Latour leads lap number 1.
Good battle down around the bottom. Pfeiffer's trying to get the spot away, but Latour holds him off. Now we got 2 red cars splitting the difference. Justin Bell with a new paint scheme. I think we noted it 2 weeks ago. Justin Bell ripping that high side is going to take the race lead away as Pfeiffer finally dispatches with Latour. Pfeiffer up to 2nd and Latour in the final transfer spot. Here comes your defending track champion, Cole Wayman.
Trevor Noonan takes the 3rd and final transfer spot away in car number 66 as Pfeiffer goes around. Big bump to the rump from the 18 Emma Richards, and the caution's going to fly.
Maybe. We're still green.
No, I don't think we're going to be. Maybe. Here we go. Oh, man. They fire up right as that flag comes out. It's a strange geographical oddity. Sheet metal damage for the 18 Emma. Mason Richards might make visibility a bit of a difficulty.
By the way, if you haven't claimed the ticket yet, 2666, 2681, 2690, 2701, and 2715. Those are winning souvenir program numbers. If your program has one of those numbers in your book, come on back to the stairs going up to the VIP deck, and Jody is going to take care of you.
Man, the front bumper on that 18M machine looks a lot like my teeth after that motorcycle accident. Tough break for
it's
the
worse than that
runner.
as the tie rod on the left front also snapped, so he has no steering on the left front.
Oh, man. And I apologize to the Mason Richards fans. I did that because I picked him in fantasy. We're going green.
To go, Dan. Here we go. Off turn 4, down the front straightaway. It's Bell and Wayman going to go at it. First one's to turn 1. Down the bottom side goes the V18W. To the top side, it's the 8X of Justin Bell. 3rd and final transfer car currently is going to belong to the 31R of James Hines. Bobby Draper looking to change that. New race leader off turn number 4 in the V18W, but he's going to be battled back. Here comes Bell. Wayman and Bell door to door down the back straightaway. The 8X looks to the top side. V18W down the bottom. He's got the advantage, but the momentum is with the 8X. Neck and neck down the front straightaway. It may have been Bell by a bumper. Back down to the bottom side goes Cole Wayman. Top 3 cars remain unchanged. Draper, Latour, Pfeiffer are outside looking in.
Good move for for Cole Wayman. He's going to take the spot. He'll have the race lead with 2 laps left to go, but Bell holding on to 2nd, still in the transfer spot. And James Hines, your final transfer, as Bobby Draper's trying to track him down. James, we're coming out of turn 4. Cole Wayman seeing the white flag.
1 to go. You can drive it, Cole. We gave you a good set of tires. They're match perfect and staggered special. If you go to the high side in turn 4, you can hold it. Cole Trickle gets the win. In his first ever, whatever I was trying to quote Days of Thunder, Cole Wayman gets the job done. Justin Bell in the second spot, rounding out your top 3 transfer cars in the 31R. It's James Hines.
I think we do need some ice cream. That way we can all be eating ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah. Anyways.
Make some noise for your heat race winner, Kid Lightning, Cole Wayman.
Row number 3 to the inside. Out of Omaha, it's the 19 exit, John Allensworth to his outside. The 44D, out of Lincoln, Derek Hall.
Fourth and final row on the bottom side out of Plattsmouth in the 25X, it's Joe Fan to his outside. From Beatrice in the 89, it's Coulter Imes.
I think, I'm looking at the side of his car, I think he's the 8911. Yeah, looks like there's a small 11 after that 89.
Fansteel takes the field off turn 4 down the front straightaway. Bumblebee to the front of the field. Luke Williams down to the bottom side. Malco battles out. Oh, big bobble from Malco. Hang on to it, Lane. He does a great job down the back straightaway, but that is going to shuffle your running order. Top 3, Fansteel, Hall, and Williams. Williams now Hall.
Williams takes the spot. That's younger brother Luke. He's got the second spot, ripping the lip on the high side, getting a good run down the back stretch. Brianna Fansteel, Luke Williams, and Derek Hall. That's your top 3 breakaway. With the 19 exit, John Allensworth in a dogfight with the 25X of Joe Fayen. They're fighting for the final transfer spot. Fayen's got it off too.
Speaking of a dogfight, battle for the race lead, 16-year-old competitor in the 75 machine. That's Luke Williams. He's going to take the top spot away at the flag stand, put Bree Marie to the second position. Bree's going to battle back now down to the bottom side. Not quite enough grip. Maybe it is enough grip. They're going to pull alongside down the backstretch. The advantage goes to Williams. Bottom side, Bree Marie. Top side, Luke Williams. Neck and neck. No, it's Luke Williams.
Luke Williams in his rookie season in a sport mod, taking the heat race lead. Out of turn number 4, he'll get the signal from our flagman, Caden Murray. You got 3 laps left to go to your first heat race win. Brianna Fansteel still digging around the low side in the 33B. Derek Hall trying everything, taking her same line. Now he'll drift to the outside. He's got a bumper on her. Pulls up even in turns 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, 2 laps left to go. Hall's got the second spot.
Great battle for second and third. First car outside looking in. Joe Fayen, he says, you two keep on duking it out. I'm going to try to make my way around. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it's Luke Williams through 3 and off of 4. White flag flying, 1/3 of a mile to go.
Brianna Fansteel starting to fall back. She's in the final transfer spot right now, but Joe Fayen is digging on the high side. He's taken over that 4th spot from John Allensworth a few laps ago. Now he's got a 2-car length disadvantage to overcome if he wants to transfer to the A. Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, picking up the heat race win, the 75 of Luke Williams.
Had a birthday last Friday, picks up his first heat race win. Eagle Raceway, as he gets ready to head by you, make sure you make some noise for the 1-week removed birthday boy, your heat race winner in the 75. It's Luke Williams.
Derek Hall brought it home in second, and Brianna Fansteel held on for the 3rd and final transfer.
Modified time. Let's bring them out. Nebraska's best IMCA modifieds. On the inside of row number 1, driver hails out of Bennett. In the 7 machine, it's Bob Rusinger. To his outside, the Omaha, Nebraska runner. They call him the A-Train. In the 8A, it's Dustin Anderson.
Row number 2 to the inside out of Council Bluffs. It's the 6M, Matt McAtee. To his outside from Hickman, Nebraska, the 4B, Brandon Verbeek.
On the inside of row 3, driver out of Beatrice, Nebraska, the 96J, Johnny the Jet Sadoff. Ricky Steffen and Chad Anderson going to round out the field as the green flag flies.
Bob Rusinger opting to drop to the tail of the field for the start of this race. So I believe
Matt McAtee going to be your race leader.
Well,
nope, not for long.
He was. Dustin Anderson got it away on the exit of turn number 4. So Dustin Anderson leads lap number 1. Matt McAtee and Johnny Sadoff, your top 3. I believe all are going to be moving on to the transfer in these 3 heat races.
Johnny the Jet Sadoff looks to the bottom side, takes the second spot away from McAtee. Chad Anderson started worst on the field. He's now trying to battle it out for the third and fourth position. All cars transferring on out of this one per the My Race Pass app. Anderson to the bottom side of McAtee. McAtee gets it up above the crumbs there in 1 and 2. Hangs on to the car, but that's going to open up the spot. Chad Anderson now takes the third position away. Brother Dustin leading the race in this one. Anderson now to the inside of Johnny the Jet Sadoff down the back straightaway, nearly neck and neck. The advantage goes to the Beatrice runner. Down to the bottom side, it's the Fort Calhoun Outlaw in the 8C. Down the front straightaway, neck and neck. Chad Anderson takes the second spot away. He's going to try and reel in his brother, but with 5 laps to go, he's got a long way to go and a short time to get there, Snowman.
Oh, little bobble there for the 8A of Dustin Anderson. Meanwhile, the battle for second continues. Johnny Sadoff not letting Chad Anderson get by. Chad Anderson has already picked up a modified feature win and a stock car feature win this year at America's home track.
Ricky Steffen out there pulling a Cardi B, trying to make money moves in this one as he's changing up his line through 3 and off of 4. Not going to be enough to reel in Matt McAtee. Meanwhile, Johnny the Jet Sadoff has caught the rebound. Now he wants to catch the rear push bar on the 8C of Anderson. Sadoff to the top side. Dustin Anderson now picking up the rocking chair flag. 2 laps to go for the Omaha, Nebraska runner in the 8A.
Dustin Anderson took the lead off turn number 4 on lap number 1. Has led ever since. Doing a great job. Meanwhile, this battle back between Chad Anderson and Johnny Sadoff is definitely worth the price of admission. Neither of them given an inch, but it's respectful, hard racing. White flag is waved, James.
And through 3, off of 4, final time, checkered flag flying for the A-Train. Parks it in the victory station for heat race number 1 in your Nebraska's best lawn and landscape IMCA modifieds. Chad Anderson brings it home in the second spot. Johnny the Jet Sadoff is third. And we'll take you back to 4th. Ricky the Racer Steffen. Eagle Raceway is heading in front of you right now. Make some noise for your heat race winner in the 8A. It's Dustin Anderson.
So once again, everybody in the modifieds, the Nebraska's best lawn and landscape modifieds, moving on to the A feature, but your big winner is the 8A of Dustin Anderson. To his outside, out of Lincoln, the 13J, it's the Ringer Dinger Jr., Jared Dieterding.
On the inside of row number 2, driver hails out of Fremont. In the 3T, it's Nate Thompson. To his outside, out of Ashland, Nebraska, it's Tracy Haar.
Row number 3 to the inside, out of Omaha, the 2T of Cameron Thompson. To his outside, it's the 5S, your defending track champion, Bob Zobek. And your final starter, in the 7th hole, the 81 of Mike Densberger.
Green flag flying off turn 4. All cars moving on out of this one. Sean Hine down to the low side. There's a bobble from the 5H. Ooh, good save for Sean Hine. That's going to open up the door for the 3T and Nate Thompson. Thompson now looks to the bottom side, wants to take the top spot away. Can Dieterding battle off turn number 4? Coming back to the flag stand, Jared Dieterding by a nose.
Jared Dieterding and Nate Thompson going at it for the race lead. Thompson's going to take it out of turn number 2. It's Dieterding, then Hine, and Tracy Haar. Your 4th car, Bob Zobek, your defending track champion, trying to rip the lip out of turn number 4. Now he's going to dive to the inside. Dieterding's got trouble. Dieterding high in turn 1. He's off the pace. He's going to nose down to the infield. His heat race is over.
Bit of smoke trailing off the back of the 13J machine. Hope they can get that fixed back up. I believe that's where the yellow is going to come from. A little bit of fluid coming off the back of the 13J.
Well, and possibly equipment. Yeah, it looks like there might be debris up in turn number 1.
Oh, yep.
There's a bar of some sorts.
Not the kind with a bunch of booze on it.
No. So we'll
Great
slow
shot
things.
from Advantage Racing TV for those of you watching at home. Sorry, Dan, I ran you over like a bus that we're going to watch race tonight.
You know, I was going to go to the same place. Run me over like a bus, why don't you? Just don't back up and hit me again.
No, I'll try not to.
So Nate Thompson, Tracy Haar, Bob Zobek, Sean Hine, Cameron Thompson, and Mike Densberger are the cars left on the racetrack. Once again, everybody's moving on to the A. 21 cars checked in for your Nebraska's best lawn and landscape. Don't forget, if you own land, commercial or residential, and you're sick and tired of mowing your lawn, make sure to give Nebraska's best lawn and landscape a call today. They'll take care of it for you. and you can enjoy a nice cold beer watching them.
Watching them go back to green. Nate Thompson takes the field down the front straightaway. Thompson in the 3-team machine hails out of Fremont. He's going to battle it out with the the second place battle is going to be between Ashland and Beatrice. Ashland's Tracy Haar down to the bottom side. Sean Hine now around the outside. Not quite enough momentum. Yes, there will be enough momentum for them to pull door to door down the front straightaway, but your leader remains Nate Thompson.
Nate Thompson with a big advantage over Sean Hine, who's now secured second place. Tracy Haar and Cameron Thompson. I'm impressed with this young man. I think his second year in a modified. First full year. Oh, into the corner a little hard. Mike Densberger almost goes around as he was trying to avoid. He's going to pull to the infield, see if he'll continue his heat race or call no joy. It looks like he's going to come back onto the racetrack and continue. 5 laps left to go as Cameron Thompson now. Boy, the announcer's curse has never hit so quick and hard. Caution is out for the 2T of Cameron Thompson. I believe he went around all by himself on the exit of turn number 4, and he's going to slow things down. Good break for the 81 of Mike Densberger.
I bet he's feeling obligated to enjoy a cold Busch Light. If you're feeling the same, we've got them at all your beer stands.
And if you're looking for something a little different, I always love a high noon on a night like tonight.
Oh, I do like a good vodka soda on a
By the
night
way,
like tonight.
pineapple now available down in the bars.
Well, I don't know why anybody didn't tell me, but I'm here to tell you right now that the green flag is back out. Nate Thompson's going to take the field back down into turn 1. Tracy Haar in the second spot. Bob Zobek now looks to take third away from the 5H of Sean Hine. He's going to do it for the time being, but Hine really carries good momentum out of that 5H. Mike Densberger now looking down to the bottom side. I did kind of commentators curse him on that one, but Bob Zobek's going to take the third spot away.
Man, look at Cameron Thompson. Brought out the caution, restarted the tail end of the field, and now he's putting pressure on your defending track champion, Bob Zobek, to take over third. So Cameron Thompson figuring that 2T out. That was close. 3 laps left to go. Maybe 4, I don't know. Me and that scoreboard this year. Now it's 3 laps left to go.
So 3 laps to go. Off turn 4 is going to be 2 laps to go for the 3-team machine. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. I don't know what 8 has to do with this heat race because the 3T is your race leader. 3 times 7 is the 21. That's Tracy Haar. Bob Zobek in the 5S. I don't have any math for that.
Out of turn 4, looking at the white flag. Nate Thompson has led him all. He continues to lead over Tracy Haar and Bob Zobek. That's your top 3. Oh, Mike Densberger throwing a Lincoln Stars hip check on the 2T and taking over the 4th spot.
Thompson's going to try and battle it back, though. Let's see what he can do through 3 and off of 4. But off turn 4, Nate Thompson's going to pick up the win.
Oh, well.
I don't think you can do that.
This may get ugly. Yep. That continued to get ugly after the races were over with. The 2T of Cameron Thompson and the 81 of Mike Densberger having a disagreement on if Lincoln Stars hip checks were fair play or not.
You know, though I can't condone the action, at least he got this crowd fired up.
Hey, meanwhile, Cameron's dad, Nate, picked up the win. So how about that for the 3T of Nate Thompson? Third and final, Nebraska's best lawn and landscape modified heat race. Inside row number 1, it's going to be the 3A of Aaron Pella to his outside, the 1Z, Storm and Norman Ziegemein.
Inside row 2 out of Ashland, the 21T, Tyler Haar to his outside, the Fairbury runner in the 41A, it's Adam Wasserman.
Clinton Homan and Adam Armstrong are going to make up row number 3 with Sean Harker, your Beatrice Speedway and Eagle Raceway joint points fund leader. Sean Harker making up your 7th and final starter.
Down the front straightaway, here we go. Aaron Pella with the advantage down to the bottom side. Norm Ziegenbein's going to battle it out to the top spot. 3 wide by 3 wide by 1 wide. Here we go. Tyler Haar, your race leader, through 3. Off of 4, can he manage? He's got a lot of competition behind him. Adam Armstrong settles it into second, but your race leader is the 21T, Tyler Haar.
Tyler Haar slips up the racetrack. Storm and Norman Ziegemein fighting back. Here goes Adam Armstrong Adam Armstrong shot out like a rocket out of turn number 2, takes the race lead. He's got 8 laps to hold on to it.
Shane Gillis out to the front of the field. Tyler Haar riding in the second spot. Here comes Clint Homan down to the bottom side. Not quite enough to make the pass, but he's going to try and draw even with the 21 machine as they head into turn 3. Armstrong remains your race leader, but it's Homan down to the bottom side of Haar. Haar back with the advantage, but by a nose cone it is Clint Homan into the second spot. Now nearly to first.
Wow, Homan slides up the racetrack, nearly makes contact with Adam Armstrong. He's got the second spot. That is Clint Homan putting a bumper to the 221T of Tyler Haar. Homan picked up a feature win a couple of weeks ago, looking to pick up a heat race win tonight. He'll have 5.5 laps to track down the 60 of Adam Armstrong.
Riding in the second spot, it's Clint Homan. Tyler Haar in the third position. Sean Harker had to start worst position in this one, but he's made his way up to the 4th spot. Adam Wasserman's going to try and look to the low side, but it's all the Shark now stealing that 4th spot away.
Tyler Haar looking underneath Clint Homan. They've swapped lines. Homan's going to hold on to it. Adam Armstrong all by himself. Got about a straightaway lead over this battle for second. Good slide job from the 21T. Oh, and around goes
Aaron Pella, tough break, going to keep it clean and green as Tyler Haar hangs on to the second spot. Homan now to the 3rd position.
Tyler Haar, Clint Homan going at it for that 2nd spot once again. 3rd and final, Nebraska's best lawn and landscape heat race. Everybody moving on as Caden Murray gives Adam Armstrong the signal. 2 laps left to go.
2 more trips around for the 60 machine of Adam Armstrong. That 60 number is a throwback to when his dad Roy started racing back in the mid-80s. He's going to take the field down 1 more time around.
Clint Homan trying to reel in the 21T of Tyler Haar. Sean Harker trying to reel in both of them. He's going to diamond off turn number 2. He's got 1 more lap to do it, and I think he's going to run out of time as the checkered flag waves for the 60 of Adam Armstrong. Homan with a big run on the exit of turn 4. He's going to take the 2nd spot away. Tyler Haar in 3rd and Sean Harker in 4th.
Inside row 3 out of Glenwood, Iowa in the 76H. That's Jason Hansen to his outside out of Murray, Nebraska. It's Dan Markham.
Coming in out of Concordia, Kansas in the 44D. That's Dane Cleveland. Inside row number 2 to his outside. Dirty Dog Dave Carter in the 2C out of Fremont.
Making up your 5th and final row on the inside out of Kearney in the 12T. It's Tanner Jones to his outside. It's the Wilbur Runner in the 17. It's James Doyle.
Wilbur. 8 laps to settle it. Top 4 moving on. Here we go. Green flag is out.
Wilbur, Nebraska is the Czech capital of the world. Eagle Raceway is the racing capital of the world as Kirsten Bruce takes the field down through 1 and 2. Bobble from the 4K. That's going to open up the door for Chase Stanley. Hansen and Markham now going to go at it for the 2nd position.
No.
Oh, Calamity Corner, Ray's Paradise, put up a parking lot, and the yellow's going to fly.
Dave Carter, Kirsten Bruce.
I believe Brent Limke back there, Trenton Dowdy.
Brent's got a new paint scheme this year. I'm not quite used to it yet. I think it's only his 2nd week out, isn't it?
Well, I think his brother was supposed to be driving that.
Oh, okay.
You know, Brent and Brent, it might be the same guy.
Advantage TV Racing replay. We see Kirsten Bruce a little squirrely off turn number 2. Down the backstretch. She tries to, see, just wasn't clear. The spotter didn't clear. That was the problem. She gets down in front of Brent Limke and turns into Dave Carter.
Well, since you mentioned spotters, I'm going to blame Freddie Kraft. Because if I don't, somebody will. That's actually a quote from King of the Hill. Those of you King of the Hill fans are going to get it.
We don't get enough quotes at King of the Hill in this life.
Well, I'll try and change that, I tell you what.
Thank you very much. I think we need to work on it and call at least 1 heat race during the Race Saver Nationals as Hank Hill.
Done. Consider it done. Okay. I will do that.
Start practicing. We got plenty of time. It'll be here before you know it.
Well, Caden, he's got the green flag. We're ready to set this one free. Here we go. Hobby Stocking, Chase Stanley, Jared Jackson down the front stretch. Stanley down the bottom side. Dan Markham now is going to work it to the top. Jared Jackson, the meat in the middle of the sandwich. Here he goes out to the top spot.
How could anybody hate on that? Out of turn number 4, We stay green. Jared Jackson's gonna lead lap number 1. Sorry, he'll lead that lap. We're on to lap number 3 now. So he led lap number 2. Oh, a little slip. Dan Markham's gonna take the spot. Here comes Hansen up to the 2nd spot. Dave Carter blowing smoke up to 5th.
Jason Hansen looking real good off the bottom side. He's going to take the top spot away, make Markham fight for it on the outside.
I think that's a tire rub for the 2C of Dave Carter.
A lot of these cars kind of catching a bit of a bobble off the exit of turn number 2. Looks to be a bit of a slick spot as Jason Hansen remains your race leader.
Hold on to it. Dan Markham now taking the middle groove. Hansen slides up. Oh no! He almost saved it. Hansen goes around. He's down to the infield and trying to get it straight while still staying on the throttle. We stay green. 4 laps left to go. Dan Markham, Dave Carter, and Chase Stanley. Your top 3. Your 4th and final transfer right now is Jared Jackson in the 98.
Jason Hansen did his part to keep Eagle Raceway a clean and green facility. Please do the same by putting your trash in a trash can. Now, meanwhile, back at the front of the field, it's Dan Markham, Chase Stanley, Dave Carter, Jared Jackson now having to do battle for the 3rd and 4th spot. Oh, a lot of contact there off turn 2. You guys can't do it. Settle down.
And looks like Britt Lemke is going to be the benefactor of that. Little contact on the exit of turn number 2. As the 17 of James Doyle had a little bit of issue making contact with the 98 of Jared Jackson. So Britt Lemke's gonna be a benefactor. He'll take over the 4th and final transfer spot as the white flag waves for Dan Markham, Chase Stanley, Dave Carter, and Britt Lemke.
Top 4 cars moving on out of this one. Dan Markham beginning to check out from the field as there's less than 1 lap to go. Chase Stanley hanging on to the 2nd spot. Dave Carter's going to pull alongside as they head into 3. Final time off of 4. Checkered flag flying for Dan Markham. Who's it going to be for the 2nd spot? It's Chase Stanley, Dave Carter in 3rd, and Britt Lemke rounding out your top 4 transfer cars. Eagle Raceway as he gets ready to head past you. Make some noise for your heat race winner in the 6th machine. It's Dan Markham.
All right, heat race number 2 for your Valentino's Hobby Stocks. Out of Beatrice, it's the 62 of Sam Blanton to his outside. Out of Papillion, that's 72T, that's Tyler Ramsey.
Inside row 2, it's the Carter Lake, Iowa runner in the 13M, Justin Meyer to his outside. Out of Homer, Nebraska in the 44X, that's John Kane.
Row number 3 to the inside out of Fremont, the 17T, that's Troy Dowdy. To his outside from DeWitt, Nebraska, the 11 of Eric Chabb.
Inside row 4, it's the Columbus runner in the 19H, Colin Hine. To his outside out of Lincoln, it's the B4 of Ben Beecher.
Your final row will be the 6R of Roy Armstrong and the 67 of Jason Halligarda. Green flag is out. Sam Blanton with a great start. He's going to take the field with the lead down into turn number 1. Ramsey ripping the lip on the high side, trying to get the, oh no, and around goes Blanton right in front of the field.
Look out, Joe Orth. I had to take your line.
Oh, take it easy. Tyler Ramsey going to lead lap number 1. Blanton's trying to get back on the racetrack.
Oh, John Kane working to the high side. Really kind of a hornet's nest there throughout the field. Ramsey hanging on to it. No, not there at the timing and scoring loop. It was John Kane by just a bit. Eric Chabb coming along with him. John Kane, your top spot runner. Ramsey down the bottom. Tries to make the pass. Nothing doing. It's going to be John Kane, your race leader. John Kane, Eric Chabb, Colin Hine working his way through the field. Kane, Chabb, and Ramsey, your top 3. Colin Hine, 4th and final transfer car. Roy Armstrong now wants to get in on that dance. Roy, the first car outside, looking in. Tyler Ramsey hanging tough down on the bottom side. The rest of the field has begun to climb up the racetrack. You can see these hobby stocks and these narrow tires literally bleeding
contact.
the moisture.
Watch out, Roy! Oh my God, that was almost terrible. Roy Armstrong made contact with, I think, the 72T. Wheel hopped, almost slammed head nose into the tractor tire in the entry to turn number 1. And we're gonna slow things down as we got a car around in turns 3 and 4, but I don't think that's what the caution was for.
Halagarda gets it refired. He'll rejoin the back of the field. Top 4 cars moving on out of this one. John Kane, Eric Chapp, Colin Hine, and Tyler Ramsey. Rounding out your 4th and final transfer cars. When we go back to green, it's going to be a 3-lap war to settle the score. 4 more cars moving on. Caden's got the green flag in hand. Let's get back to racing action. John Kane remaining your race leader. Chabb looks a lane lower. Eric Chabb, not quite enough off turn number 2. Can he keep it in the throttle? Try and make the pass. John Kane has came here to ruffle some feathers, and he may just do it. Up to the top side in the 44X remains your race leader. Tyler Smith remains your 4th and final transfer car, and your 2nd and 3rd place runner, I almost said remain the same. Hang on to it, Eric Chabb. Colin Hine looks down to the bottom side. Wants the 2nd spot from Chabb. Eric Chabb in the middle. John Kane up top. Ramsey Meyer down to the low side in the 19H. White flag flying. 1 lap to go for the 44X, but he's got the Hornet's Nest pulling up alongside him. Eric Chabb. Chabb gets loose there on the exit of turn number 2. Gathers it back in. Maintains the position. Final time through 3 and 4 for John Kane. Does Eric Chabb or Colin Hine have enough for him? No, they're going to settle back into line. Let John Kane pick up the W. Eric Chabb brings it home in the 2nd spot. 3rd to Colin Hine and Tyler Smith, rounding out your top 4 transfer cars. Eagle Raceway as he gets ready to head in front of you. He's into 3 now. Get ready to make some noise off turn 4 for the 44X of John Kane. Heat race number 3. A lot of hobby stocks out on the racetrack right now. It looks kind of like Interstate 80 in 1986. On the inside of row number 1 out of Concordia, Kansas in the 23T, it's Trey Collins. To his outside, the Fremont, Nebraska runner in the ZOOM, the Zoom machine, it's Cody Muth. Inside row number 2 out of Fremont, it's our good buddy in the 10-4, Robert Saltz. To his outside, the Beatrice runner, Tyler Phelps in the 7X. Zach Gimbel in the 25Z, Tanner Dowdy in the 7T, Braden Hurley in the 38, Neil Pella in the 3N, Dylan Richards and Bristol Ullman rounding out the field. Here we go through turns 1 and 2. Concordia, Kansas runner out in the front of the field. Keep your eyes peeled through the back of the field in this one. Oh boy, hang on to it. Zach Gimbel got a little loose there through 3 and off before your race leader remains Trey Collins. 4 cars moving out of this one. Muth in the 2nd spot, Tyler Phelps, and then you've got the battle going on between Gimbel and Dowdy down the back straightaway. Dylan Richards outside looking in. He's going to take the high line in the 24R. Over 20 wins on the season thus far for the 24R. He's going to continue to try and mount that challenge. It's tough to get the job done here at Eagle Raceway. He has shown the way so far this season, but he's got a gaggle of cars in front of him as Trey Collins continues to be your race leader. Muth hanging on to the 2nd spot. That's opened up the door for Zach Gimbel in the 25Z. Gimbel down to the low side. Cody Muth makes a drift up to the top side. Dylan Richards now pulls to the back bumper. Trouble for the 10-4. Robert Saltz. He's going to take that machine down to the infield. Will stay clean and green. Bristol Ullman, possibly soon to become lap traffic in the 29 machine, the rookie competitor out of Lincoln. Trey Collins now has to answer to Zach Gimbel in that 25Z. Dylan Richards there along with him now. 1, 2, and 3. Gimbel in the 2nd spot. Collins your race leader. Richards wants to change it off 4 down the front straightaway. It remains Collins.
Boy, a little Rubbins racing. Wrap rash, big diamond move for the 24R of Dylan Richards. He's gonna take 2nd. He's nose to nose with the lead. Into turn number 4, they make contact. Middle of turns 1 and 2, Richards slides up, makes contact with the 25. Now the 23 of Collins fights back. Collins, oh, a little loose. The 25 makes contact. We stay green.
Boy, that's tight. Dylan Richards, your race leader. Zach Gimbel hanging on to the 2nd spot. Trey Collins gathers it back up for 3rd. Tyler Phelps hanging on to your 4th and final transfer spot. 1/3 of a mile to go. Nobody giving an inch in this heat race, but only 4 cars moving on. Pella looks to the outside. Big bobble from Neil Pella. Gathers it back in, but he's still outside looking in for a transfer spot. Off turn 4. Does Gimbel have it for him? No. The 24R of Dylan Richards gets the job done. Zach Gimbel brings it home in the 2nd spot. 3rd goes to Trey Collins in the 23T. And rounding out your 4th and final transfer cars in the 7X.
What's your dad's name? You're looking for
And Eagle Raceway makes some noise for your heat race winner in the 24-hour. It's Dylan Richards.
Heat race number 4 for your Valentino's Hobby Stocks. Inside row number 1, it's going to be Michael Steyer in the 87 to his outside the 65 of Brad Berhini. Matt Rotschafer and Trenton Dowdy making up row number 2. Nick Jensen, Kyle Gannon, row number 3. Brandon Fisher and Brad Schreider, row number 4. And your final starter will be Clinton Baker in the 44 machine. Here we go, James. Green flag is out.
All right, here we go down the front straightaway. Berhini takes the field down into turn 1. He rides the middle to high groove. Steyer down to the bottom side. Dowdy trying to be the monkey in the middle. He's going to make the pass, take the second spot away from Steyer. Here comes Brad Schreiner. 10 machine making some momentum moves down the back straightaway and into turn 3. New race leader, the 53T, Trenton Dowdy takes lap number 1. Trouble on the front straightaway for Cat Daddy Matt Rotschafer and Nick Jensen. Wally Jensen in the 48J. They both keep him going.
Is that the driver for Cat Daddy Motorsports?
That's what they say.
Out of turn 4, taking on lap number 2, Trenton Dowdy holding on to the race lead. Brad Schreiner and Brad Berhini, your top 3, with Kyle Gannon, your 4th and final transfer.
Steyer, the first car outside looking in. Meanwhile, back to the front of the field, it's all Trenton Dowdy. Brad Schreiner takes the second spot away from Berhini off turn number 4. Kyle Gannon remains your 4th and final transfer car in that DSA Performance 66G.
Top 4, no change. Battle is for 5th. Mike Steyer and Brandon Fisher going at it. Good run off turn number 4 for the 25 of Fisher. He's going to take the spot away going into turn number 1. Fisher up to 5th, but he's got one more car to catch. That's the 66 of Kyle Gannon. And out of turn number 4, he'll have 3 laps left to do it. James, you got a battle for the race lead.
Sure do. Down to the bottom side, it's the 53T of Trenton Dowdy. Brad Schreiner trying to work the momentum move off the high line of turn number 2. Not enough to reel him in. About a car length separate your 1st and 2nd place runner. Ooh, Fremont down to the bottom side, weeping water to the high side. Fremont hangs on to it in the 53T. 2 laps to go.
2 laps left to go. Trenton Dowdy, Brad Schreiner, Brad Berhini, and Kyle Gannon. Gannon looking to punch his ticket to the A feature. He's just got to take it easy. White flag is out. Final time for the 53T of Trenton Dowdy. We have our weekly meeting at about 11:45 at the Shell gas station right there at the interstate. I tend to run into Trenton Dowdy tonight. I may find him in victory lane as he will win the heat race in your Valentino's Hobby Stocks.
Brad Schreiner bringing it home in the 2nd spot. Brad Berhini is 3rd, and rounding out your 4th and final transfer cars, the 66G of Kyle Gannon. You know, Trenton Dowdy gave me one of my biggest regrets in life. I didn't buy his camper, but off turn 4, picking up the win, make some noise for him in the 53T. It's Trenton Dowdy.
Kicking off your A1 Iron Stock Car Heat Races. Inside, row number 1, it's Lincoln's 17 TK Travis Patterson. His outside the 25 of Trevor Baker.
On the inside of row number 2 out of Fremont, it's the Fremont Ford Ranger in the 12X. It's Dylan Haney. To his outside, the Murdoch runner in the 5B. It's Matt Boucher.
Row number 3 to the inside from Ceresco, Nebraska. It's the 3 of Dan Jackson. His outside from Sterling, the 46 of Ryan Gilland.
Row number 4, Roger Elliott and Brendan Bruce. Row 5, Mason Richards and Fletcher Peterson. No time to waste. Green flag flying. Let's go racing.
Man, most tracks are taking 4 or 5 laps to get the cars lined up and pick their nose. Tonight, we're getting it done right away. We'll do 10 laps, and the top 4 will move on. Out of turn number 4, world-famous Travis Patterson's going to lead lap number 1, but he's got Trevor Baker hot on his tail.
Man, that does have a good ring to it. Boucher's going to look to the low side of the 25. He's going to settle back into the 3rd spot now as Trevor Baker hangs on to 2nd. Big bobble from the 5 machine. He gathers it back in quickly, but now he's got some competition coming from the 46 of Ryan Gillen. Gillen pokes the nose down to the inside of the 25.
That's fine. Got a little Harry Carey in there.
A little bit of Harry Carey, thanks to Budweiser beer. He's out there in that 25 exclamation point. You've got to make it sound a little extra explanative.
Well, a little extra Budweiser on it helps too, if you know what I mean.
That probably wouldn't hurt. I haven't tried it.
Trevor Baker trying to hold on to that 3rd spot is Ryan Gillen. former hobby stock track champion at America's Home Track, in that fourth and final transfer. Trouble for Baker in the middle of 3 and 4. Gillen has to brake to not make contact, so he's not able to gain any land on the 25 exclamation point of Trevor Baker. Meanwhile, here comes Dan Jackson. He's got a challenge to the inside of the Fremont Ford Ranger, Dylan Haney. Travis Patterson, Matt Boucher, Trevor Baker, Ryan Gillen, Dan Jackson, Dylan Haney, Mason Richards, Roger Elliott.
And we're only taking the top 4 out of this one. So currently it's Patterson, Boucher, Baker, and Gillen. First car outside looking in the 5E line, Marty Steinbach. Gillen continues to try and close in on the 25 of Trevor Baker. Not quite enough. He keeps it within inches to feet, but not quite the momentum that the 25 machine has there off turn number 4. Travis Patterson remains your race leader. 1 mile to go.
1 mile lap left. Now 2.5 laps left to go. Travis Patterson has led them all. And he's starting to get a little pressure from the 5B of Matt Boucher. James, can he hold him off for 2 more laps?
Yeah, it's kind of anyone's guess right now, but so far the 17 TK out for a Sunday afternoon cruise on a Saturday night. Looking into the sun as they head west into turn 3. Off turn 4, Caden's got the white flag in hand. Final trip around. Here comes Marty Steinbach trying to close in. Less than a lap to do it. Can he do it? Good run for Boucher as well.
Yeah, diamonding off that turn number 2 has been a big momentum run for the cars. The trouble is getting into turn number 3 is a little treacherous. Boucher tries to diamond the corner off again. Too little, too late as Travis Patterson's going to get the win. Then it's Matt Boucher and Trevor Baker. Ryan Gillen, your final transfer spot. Oh, and on the cool down lap, around goes the 18M of Mason Richards. So once again, picking up the win, the 17 TK world famous Travis Patterson.
Well, you thought wrong there too, because the song that you're thinking of is Chris Ledoux, but the version of Cadillac Ranch that I'm thinking of is a totally different song. But we should probably start thinking about the heat race number 2 lineup. Inside 1, it's the Waverly Runner in the 36, Dana Deakey, to his outside out of Ceresco in the 51, Mike Shinest.
Tim Drake and Cash Beckman going to make up row number 2.
Row number 3 is going to be Jacob Boucher and Shane Stutzman.
Benji Legg and Jeremy Bolin, row number 4.
Final row, Chad Anderson, Tommy Etherton. Front row, green flag, here we go. Down to the bottom side, through the middle goes the 51 machine of Shinest. He's got Deakey and Beckman. Beckman pulls ahead of Deakey. He's going to try and make a move. Car drifts up the racetrack, up into the marbles. Good save by the 44 of Cash Beckman. Only 4 cars moving on, and you got about 17 wanting it.
3 wide at the line. They continue to be 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Beckman on the outside, Deakey in the middle, and Drake down around the low side. Here comes Shane Stutzman, picked up the feature win Saturday night of the Lucas Oil late model race. Trying to find his way back to Stumpy's Custom Creation Victory Lane tonight at America's Home Track in week number 5 of your weekly racing action. Meanwhile, Mike Shinest continues to lead over Tim Drake and Cash Beckman.
These may be A1 iron stock cars, but they are slicing and dicing like Valentino's Pizza's prep table. Up to the front of the field, it's the 44X of Cash Beckman, makes his way around the 51 of Shinest. Stutzman trying to come along with him, but Cash Beckman is your new race leader.
Get you some young man, that 44X of Cash Beckman, working the high side, 3-wheeling it through the corners, waving at you amazing fans. Shane Stutzman's decided to go to the high side and follow that 44X. Can't quite get the car to stick. Mike Shinest going to take over the 2nd spot. Tim Drake in 3rd. And I believe Shane Stutzman had the 4th and final transfer spot at the line. And I do not trust that scoreboard. 4 laps left to go this time by for the 44 of Cash Beckman.
Old trust issue, Dan Taylor on the hot mic. Here we go. 4 cars moving on. Cash Beckman out to the advantage. Stutzman now to the 2nd spot. Now Tim Drake's going to battle him out down the back stretch. Shinest rides in your 4th and final transfer car. He's got a lot of company there. Benji Leck tries to take the spot. Bit of a bobble. Chad Anderson, gold member, trying to get in on it as well. Laps winding down quickly in this one. Your hottest battle is for the second spot.
Oh, they're 3 wide in the back of the field. Chad Anderson trying to make his way up through the front into the transfer spot. He's a couple of cars away, but only a mere feet away from that final transfer spot as Dana Diekey had it at the line. Mike Shinus down around the low side. Here comes Benji Legg, and you've got a battle for the race lead. Shane Stutzman looking underneath Cash Beckman out of turn 4. White flag is out, final time. Stutzman's got the spot.
Shane Stutzman, the Milford Mafia member, out to the top spot. Good set of corners from the 44X. Can he close back in? Down the back straightaway, final time into turn 3. Shane Stutzman been doing this at Eagle Raceway for many a years. He's going to pick up another heat race win in the 22S. Second place goes to the 44X of Cash Beckman. Third to the 55X of Tim Drake. In your fourth and final transfer car, the 84 machine of Benji Legg. Eagle Raceway, as he gets ready to head in front of you, make some noise for your A1 Iron Stock Car heat race winner, the 22S of Shane Stutzman.
Run number 3 to the inside from Bennett, Nebraska, the 7 Riley Rusinger to his outside. Out of Fremont, the 5 Eli Marty Steinbach.
Inside row number 4 out of Plattsmouth in the 1C, it's Porky Scott Carlson. To his outside out of Elkhorn in the 16 machine, it's Matthew Tanner. Field's going to be rounded out today by your current points leader in the 19 machine out of Beatrice. That's Kyle Vanover.
Kyle Vanover, a former school bus racer in previous years. Not making the cut this year. Here we go, out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Nick Steyer and Jeff Watts leaning on each other on the exit of turn number 4. Watts through the middle groove. Can he hold on to it? He's got it off turn number 2. Watts has got it by a half a car length.
The racing MD looks to the bottom side, would love to lead lap number 1. Is he going to do it? Back to the flag stand, putting Nick Steyer to the top spot. Jeff Watts now settles into the second spot. Jeremy Down's going to look down to the low side. Ooh, tight quarters racing for the top 3 spots.
Not entirely sure you could have fit a lineup sheet through that nose, but somehow Jeff Watts made it work. Jeremy Down had a great run 2 weeks ago. He's in that 4th and final transfer for now. Marty Steinbach down around the low side trying to take it away, and you got a battle for second.
Man, how about that last lap from Zach Bullmeyer in the 24Z? Came from the 5th or 6th position. Now he's duking it out for the second spot with Jeff Watts. Looks down to the low side. Jeremy Down's going to battle back to the top side. Gentlemen, that 6th machine may have the hot hand. Spoke a little too soon.
No, big run for the 19 of Kyle Vanover. He's going to pull to the inside of Jeremy Down. Dives down around the low side. He's got a nose on Bullmeyer. No, Bullmeyer fights back. He holds on to the 3rd spot as Vanover is now your final transfer.
They call him the big van on campus down at the Beatrice Speedway. Kyle Vanover, a mountain of a man, working his way through the field in the 19 machine.
The 66 of Jeff Watts goes around, collects the 6 of Jeremy Down. And looks like the 5 Eli Marty Steinbach. Caution is gonna wave. Tough break for the 66 of Jeff Watts. Was having a great run. Unfortunately lost the handle on that car about the middle of turn 4. And now he's down into the mud in turn number 4. So that'll slow things up. James has got himself another bag of popcorn, getting ready for the features later tonight.
That's right. Thanks to Old Market Popcorn, I have the cheddar cheese flavor for tonight. If you haven't yet, make sure you try the white cheddar jalapeno.
All right, here we go. Nick Steyer, the racing MD, your race leader over Kyle Vanover. Zach Bullmeyer and Scott Carlson now your top 4. Rusinger in the first car outside looking in. 5 laps to go. Green flag is out.
All right, let's get back to covering some races here. Down into turn 1, Vanover's going to look to the low side of Steyer. 8 versus 19. As Steyer hangs on to the top spot, Vanover's going to look to the high side as we roll through 3 and 4. Zach Bullmeyer and Scott Carlson round out your top 4 transfer cars. Your first one outside looking in, Riley Rusinger. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it remains the racing MD.
I love these people.
I can't quote the ringer. I can't quote the ringer. Battle for the race lead. Kyle Vanover looks to the top spot, going to take it by a bumper.
Kyle Vanover's got it on the exit of turn number 2 with 2.5 laps left to go. Nick Steyer still in a transfer spot in 2nd. Scott Carlson up to 3rd. Bullmeyer in that fourth and final transfer spot. Caden Murray gives him a signal. 2 laps left to go for Kyle Vanover, Nick Steyer, Scott Carlson, and Zach Bullmeyer.
First car outside looking in, the 7 machine of Riley Rusinger. Not going to have enough time to reel him in. White flag flying for your race leader, Kyle Vanover, Nick Snyder, Scott Carlson, and Zach Bullmeyer. So I suppose top 4 remain unchanged. Final time through 2 down the back straightaway. Vanover's going to take the field into 3 off of 4. He's going to pick up the win, bringing it home in the second spot, the Racing MD. Third goes to Porky Scott Carlson, and rounding out your top 4, the 24Z of Zach Bullmeyer. Thank you to the lovely fan who brought us up some wonderful ice cream. I tell you what, these fans listen wonderfully. It's a nice twist cone from the High Side Sweets and Subs trailer. You can find it over there in the courtyard. On the inside of row 2, drivers out of Homer, Nebraska in the 49, it's Ryan Harris. To his outside, it's the Lincoln, Nebraska runner pulling triple duty tonight in the 3 a.m. It's Cole Wayman.
Run number 3 to the inside from Fremont, the 71 JJ Jared Bussin. To his outside, out of Lincoln, it's the 13T Tyler Jackson.
Inside row 4, driver hails out of Odell in the 29 machine, it's John Meyer. To his outside, the Fremont runner, it is the 72 of Mike Lineberry. Rounding out the field, Austin Boucher in the 5A.
We'll do 10 laps. Caden Murray gives him the green flag. Here we go.
Down the front straightaway, Thompson takes the field into turn 1. 3 cars slicing and dicing. The 3 a.m. machine takes the second spot away. Tyler Jackson with an absolute power move to get into the 3rd position. He's going to have to battle it out with Beckman now. Beckman with a slip of the grip off turn number 4, and the 49 of Ryan Harris.
Yeah, Nick Beckman had a rough entry to turn number 1. Car drifted up the racetrack. He gave up several spots. Now he's battling back as he's looking to the outside of the 49 of Ryan Harris. Nick Beckman, your defending track champion. First car outside looking in. And as I say that, he's got that 22 wound up. Exit at turn number 4. Nick Beckman up to the 4th spot. You got a battle for the race lead.
You got that right. It's a battle of 3s like the Dale and Dale show, but it's the Cole and Nate show. Cole Wayman with the advantage off the top side of 3 and 4. You've got a new race leader. Kid Lightning, Cole Wayman in the 3 a.m. Nate Thompson now rides in the 2nd spot. Tyler Jackson is 3rd. 4th belongs to the 22 machine of Nick Beckman, but Ryan Harris tries to mount a charge down the back straightaway off the bottom side of the racetrack.
Good to see Ryan Harris making his return to America's home track. He's working that low side. 3-wheeling it out of turn number 4, and he's got the 4th spot. Nick Beckman now is going to try to battle back. Nick Beckman's had kind of a slow start to the year, trying to get that 22 machine underneath him. And out of turn number 4, Cole Wayman continues to lead in the Dan Jackson Motorsports 3 a.m. over Nate Thompson, Tyler Jackson, Ryan Harris, Nick Beckman, Mike Lineberry, John Meyer, Jared Bussin, and Austin Boucher, your final car.
That last trip through turns 3 and 4, Ryan Harris had a heck of a move in the 49 machine. Unfortunately, it cost him as they went into 1 and 2. Manages to hang on to your 4th and final transfer spot. Beckman, first car outside, looking in by about 3 car lengths. Back to the front of the field, Cole Wayman in the 3 a.m. machine. Nate Thompson, top 4 remain unchanged. Can Nick Beckman reel it in for your 4th and final transfer spot? Off turn 4 this time, past the flag stand, rocking chair flags in hand. 2 laps to go for the field.
Cole Wayman running triple duty tonight. He's running in his V18W Sportmod, his 18W Sprint car, and the 3A stock car. As you got a car around, exit at turn number 2, Jared Bussin. He's trying to get off the racetrack, and he does. We stay green as the checkered flag will wave for the 3 a.m. Cole Wayman.
Nate Thompson going to bring it home in the 2nd spot. Tyler Jackson is 3rd. Rounding out your 4th and final transfer cars, it's going to be the 49 machine of Ryan Harris. But Eagle Raceway, as he gets ready to head in front of you, make some noise in his stock car return. It's the 3 a.m. getting the job done. How about it for Kid Lightning, Cole Wayman? We're lining them up.
Are we?
Starting on the inside of row number 1 out of Malcolm in the 88F, that's going to be Rich Flock. To his outside, it's the Hastings runner in the 16L, Braden Lockling.
Row number 2 to the inside, out of Lincoln, it's the 70, the Rain Man, Ray Harrington. To his outside, it's the 18M, Mason Richards.
Inside row 3, another Lincoln runner in the 83J, that's Clay Jones. To his outside out of Omaha, it's Melissa Latour in the 14K. Final 2 starters, Roger Sluka, Michael Sherwood. Sorry, I kind of took your last row from you. I thought we were a little quicker than we were.
Something's wrong with our lineups, I apologize. Half that field is wrong.
Anyways, green flag flying, here we go. Down into turn 1, it's the old number 7, Lee Horkey. He's going to battle it out with Rick Rohr off the exit of turn 2. Horkey with the advantage. Josh Pfeiffer back there in the 3rd spot. Drake Bohlmeyer rounding out your top 4 cars. Not sure how many are transferring out of this one, but Lee Horkey leads lap number 1. Oh, possible trouble for Rick Rohr. He's losing ground in that 74 machine, taking it to the high side there in 1 and 2. Off the pace for the 74. So it's Lee Horkey, your race leader. Oh no, look out, Josh Pfeiffer. Hits the spin cycle there off the bottom side of turn 4. I believe we're going to stay clean and green for that one. So Lee Horkey with a great advantage over Randy Fox, Bo Riffle, and Michael Sherwood.
Now we got 2 cars together. In middle of turns 1 and 2 as the 74 Rick Rohr pulls off the racetrack.
That's Lane Malco and Nathan Wallstrom.
I apologize, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Half the field that we're seeing out there is from the C feature, the other half is from the D.
I said, hey.
The only thing I can think of is if we didn't have enough cars for the D feature, so.
And Bo Riffle, your current top 4.
All right, I think what happened was that with the damage to the cars that were scheduled to be in the D, they didn't have enough, so they just moved them into the C automatically. We're taking 4 out of this. By the way, I got to say a happy 14th birthday to Zoe Bainka. Happy birthday, Zoe. James, 8 laps to go in your C feature. Here we go. Green flag is back out.
Lee Horkey out to the advantage in the old number 7. Drake Bohlmeyer looks down to the low side as they roll through 1 and 2. Randy Fox remains in 3rd. Bo Riffle is 4th. First car outside looking in, going to be the 70 machine of Ray Harrington. Back to the front of the field, Lee Horkey, and we've got trouble over on the bottom side of 1 and 2. I believe that's Malco and Sherwood drawing the yellow.
Sherwood went around all by himself, and Malco and Lockling were just trying to miss it, and they all went around. Caution comes out.
So with the readjustment of the field, with this being your C feature instead of your D feature, we are going to take 4 cars out of this one under your B main event. Is this that Shabibsi on the radio, whatever his name is?
Sure, I don't know.
All right, here we go. Back to green flag racing. 8 laps remains the remainder of this one. Bohlmeyer with a good move down to the bottom side. Not quite enough to draw to the rear quarter panel on the old number 7. Josh Pfeiffer's made his way around Ray Harrington. He's now the first car outside looking in the 33 machine. He's going to look down to the low side, trying to make some power moves. Not quite enough to draw to the back bumper on Bo Riffle. Looks like that 33 machine of Josh Pfeiffer maybe a bit ill handling, but he's doing his best to drive through it. Wants to lock in. Currently 1 spot outside looking in. Lee Horkey remains your race leader. Drake Bohlmeyer continues to close in on your race leader, but it's not going to be enough. Yellow flag flying, going to slow things down a bit.
The 16.
Braden Lockling up at the top side of turn 4 here. See if he can get that machine refired.
He does. Heavy damage on the front side of that car. He's going to shake it around and see if he can keep it going.
For those paying attention, dyslexic would be the dyslexic way to say dyslexic.
Right. 169 cars. Man.
Nice.
Can I get some math on what that costs per car to watch?
I don't know, we don't have Tommy here, but I'm betting it'd be pretty reasonable. Probably about 23 cents.
If my math is correct, 8 cents a car.
8 cents a car, what a bargain. Green flag back out. Top four remain unchanged, but Josh Pfeiffer's got a bit more fight in him that time by off turn number 2. Still about a car length from locking into the show. Drake Bullmeyer's going to look to the low side, try and take the top spot away. Not enough at the line. 6 laps to go for the number 7.
Randy Fox holding on to the 3rd spot. Bo Riffle, your 4th and final transfer right now. Josh Pfeiffer hard into turn 3, trying to close in on Bo Riffle to take that final transfer spot. He's going to have 4 laps left to do it. Battle for the final transfer spot is on.
Riffle hangs on to it, back to the front of the field, looking at the battle for the top spot. Still not enough to close for Drake Bullmeyer. Field goes by, 3 laps remaining.
Lee Horkey, Drake Bullmeyer, Randy Fox, and Bo Riffle. Oh, wow, Josh Pfeiffer just sent it.
Not quite enough, but it does draw him a couple more feet on the 413 of Bo Riffle. Pfeiffer's going to dig down to the bottom side, try hard, but the momentum is not there. Bo Riffle hangs on to the advantage.
Here he goes again, hard into turn 3. Riffle's going to hold his line. White flag is out, final time. Does Drake Bullmeyer try to win it, or does he settle for 2nd? Lee Horkey, good exit at turn number 2. Down the backstretch into turn number 3, final time. Out of turn 4, Lee Horkey's gonna get the win over Drake Bullmeyer, Randy Fox, and Bo Riffle will hold on for the 4th and final transfer. But we're still a little bit burnt from the last situation where it was the D, then it was the C, and who knows. Anyways.
Well, just looking at the cars that are out here, this does look proper. Starting on the inside of row number 1 out of Kearney, it's the 12T of Tanner Jones. To his outside, the Beatrice runner, it's rockin' Roy Armstrong.
I'm not seeing Roy make the call. Scheduled to be inside row number 2, it's Braden Hurley in the 38. To his outside, the 87 of Michael Steyer.
Inside row 3. Glenwood, Iowa, it's the 76H of Jason Hansen. To his outside out of Papillion in the 72T, that's Tyler Ramsey.
Row number 4 out of Fremont, the 7T of Tanner Dowdy. To his outside, the 48J of Nick Jensen. That wasn't even dyslexic.
On the inside of row number 5 out of Concordia, Kansas in the 44D, it's Dane Cleveland, Jason Hallegaard. To his outside, Robert Saltz, Clinton Baker, Kirsten Bruce, Sam Blanton, Bristol Allman round out the field. Here we go.
Good start for Tanner Jones over Braden Hurley. Then it's Ramsey, Tyler Ramsey, and Jason Hansen. That's your top 4 that are going to be moving on into the B.
Hurley looking down to the low side through 1 and 2. Not going to be enough to draw even with Tanner Jones. Tanner Jones, another one of those competitors who hasn't been at this too terrible long, but he found a lot of speed in that 12T towards the latter half of last year. Currently holding off one tough customer in the 38 machine. Braden Hurley rides in the 2nd spot.
Boy, Braden Hurley is all over the rear bumper of that 12 of Tanner Jones, trying to find any line around him. Meanwhile, Hansen has gotten away from the 72 of Ramsey. Ramsey's starting to get a little pressure to the inside, the 7T of Tanner Dowdy. Dowdy in that black number was 7T, trying to put pressure on the 72 of Luke Ramsey. Ramsey trying to battle back on the exit of turn number 2, trying to get a run. He slips. Dowdy's gonna get by him.
Dowdy down to the bottom side. I believe we're taking the top 4 out of this one. Dowdy's now going to look to the inside of Hansen, try and take the 3rd spot away. Not quite enough to do so down the front stretch. Ramsey's going to battle back to his outside.
Battle continues for the race lead. Hurley trying to get a run into turn 3. Takes the high side. Jones down around the low side. Hurley's going to get a run. Big trouble for the 72 of Ramsey. He slides up the track, makes contact with the outside wall, and he's off the pace. Getting that car wound back up, but he's at the tail of the field now. Meanwhile, back to the front, you've got a new race leader going into 3. All that counts is at the line, and it's going to be Braden Hurley with 4 laps left to go.
That's going to relegate Tanner Jones back to the 2nd spot. We got one around over off the exit of turn 4. That one's going to draw yellow because there's a whole nose cone down there. Trouble for Kirsten Bruce bringing out the yellow.
I just saw the end of that. She got around to make contact with a car. That ripped most of the nose piece off, and then when she pulled away, it completely came dislodged from the car. So that slows us down for our Valentino's Hobby Stock C Feature. Once again, if you didn't hear, Top 4 are going to be moving on to the B later tonight.
eStepsWheels.com, push truck crew down there to pick up the pieces. They'll drop it back down to the infield. We'll get these cars back in formation, but in the meantime, here's a new hit from Alabama.
Green flag is back out. Braden Hurley, the only one paying attention. He's going to have a big lead going into turn number 1 over Jones. Dowdy looking underneath Hansen, wanting to get a little bit of an insurance spot up into 3rd. Hansen's not going to let it happen. He'll hold on to the spot going into turn 3.
Tanner Jones continues the momentum line around the top side. Jason Hansen going to look down to the inside, but he falls short by about a half a car length. He'll try again through 1 and 2, not quite enough. Dowdy hanging on to your 4th and final transfer spot. Outside looking in, it's Robert Saltz doing battle with Nick Jensen. Back to the front of the field, all Braden Hurley. Hansen looks down to the bottom side of Tanner Jones. Good set of corners through 3 and 4. Put Hansen up to the 2nd spot. Jason Hansen, Tanner Jones, and Tanner Dowdy rounding out your top 4 cars. Meanwhile, outside looking in, Nick Jensen had the advantage as they entered turn 3. Robert Saltz fights back down to the bottom side. Jensen takes the high line, but Saltz gets the spot.
Braden Hurley, Jason Hansen, Tanner Jones, Tanner Dowdy. Robert Saltz now up into the 5th spot. He's the first car outside looking in on the white flag lap. Final time out of turn 4. Braden Hurley gets the win. Jason Hansen in 2nd, Tanner Jones in 3rd, and Tanner Dowdy rounds out your top 4 transfers. They're moving on to the B. And your final starters, row number 7 out of Roca, Nebraska, the 33 of Fletcher Peterson to his outside. From Percival, Iowa, it's the 10J of Jeremy Boland. We'll do 10 laps and we'll take 4 to your B feature. And this will be the final of the C features.
I'm just impressed we got the whole lineup in.
Yeah, finally. We've been struggling with that tonight.
I don't even know that we've been struggling. They've just been going too fast.
Well, we've also been a little bit distracted tonight, too.
Well,
it's all
we
fun
got
games.
good company.
We do. We do.
All right,
Speaking
getting ready.
about,
Action about to pick back up. Here we go. Off turn 4, C feature, 10 laps the distance. 4 cars moving on, and the Fremont Ford Ranger out to the early advantage.
Good start for Dylan Haney. He was on the jump, but he's going to slide up the racetrack. Mike Shinus battles back down around the low side, exit of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Shinus has got it as Haney gets a little upset entering turn 3. Haney's going to fight back there. 3 wide at the line for the final transfer spot. Oh, and around goes the 16. Matthew Tanner goes around right in front of the field. Roger Elliott's got a little extra sheet metal that he didn't come to the track with.
A whole door.
That might be a door, quarter panel, and bumper.
Yep.
And I think is it off the 16 or the 10J?
I believe that's off the 10J, but I didn't quite catch it because, you know, the whole side of the car was gone.
Yeah.
Also trouble for Jeremy down the bottom side of Mini E. Tough break for the 6 machine.
Well, you want to talk about how humbling
Great
this...
shot on Advantage Racing TV. Yeah, that is the, pardon my language, but that is the whole ass driver's side of that car. Door, fender, and quarter.
I wonder, they're going to make him come to the attention of the race official, I think.
Yeah, they might need to yank that off.
What are we talking about? I don't see Roger Elliott making his way back out, so we're going to go green with 9 laps left to go. Here we go.
Shinus back to the point, takes the field down into turn 1. Dylan Haney's going to look to the low side in the 12X. Nothing doing there off the exit of turn number 2. Shinus going to remain your race leader. Boucher's made his way around John Meyer for the 3rd spot. Put Meyer back to the 4th and final transfer position. Brendan Bruce now looking on the low side. Love to take that spot away. That battle is for 5th place on the racetrack.
Mike Shinus, Dylan Haney, Jacob Boucher, that's your top 3. Your 4th and final transfer right now is John Meyer, but there's a hornet's nest behind him.
Oh, things are heating up there off the bottom side of turn 4. Here comes Brendan Bruce, not quite enough. Boucher battles back to the outside, but the 4th and final transfer spot remains with John Meyer.
Oh, we're going to get a battle for the race lead. Dylan Haney closing in on the 51 of Mike Shyness. Jacob Boucher trying to hold on and battle for the race lead also. John Meyer has broken away from Brendan. Oh, watch out! Brendan Bruce broke loose, drifted up the racetrack, almost made contact with Austin Boucher, but was able to collect the 28B and not make contact with the 5A of Austin Boucher. So Boucher's gonna hold on to that 5th spot. He's the first car outside looking in as Shyness has gotten away from Dylan Haney, and Haney's getting a little bit of pressure from Jacob Boucher.
You're right, he is. Both those cars fighting down to the bottom side. Dylan Haney hangs on to the 2nd spot. 4 laps to go. This time by for your race leader, Mike Shyness. Top 3 remain unchanged, but Jacob Boucher would sure love to change that. 4th place currently belongs to John Meyer. Austin Boucher wants to change it as they head down the back straightaway. Tommy Etherton, another guy back there passing cars, trying to get locked into the main. 3 laps to go.
3 laps left to go in your A1 Iron Stock Car C Feature. Top 4 moving on right now. Austin Boucher trying to reel in John Meyer for that final transfer spot. He's ripping the lip out of turn number 2. He's closing the gap. 2 laps left to go, James.
2 more trips around. Boucher still looking to the inside of the 12X of Dylan Haney. Meanwhile, out front, it's the 51 of Shyness. Austin Boucher now looking to the outside of John Meyer. This could be your battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. White flags out. 1 lap to go. John Meyer still hanging on to your 4th and final transfer spot. Yellow.
I believe the 33 of Fletcher Peterson is the car stalled. Low side, middle of turns 1 and 2. Right before the tractor tire. And the E-Steps Wheels push truck team is going to get over there, but he gets it refired, pulls to the infield right in front of that Valentino's sign. Jacob Boucher and John Meyer, that advantage that John Meyer had over Austin Boucher is now gone. Here we go. James, bring us out of 4th.
I too don't want to work. I want to bang on the drum all day, just like these drivers want to bang on the hammer all day. Here we go down into turn 1. Shyness fastest back to the throttle pedal. Haney remains in the 2nd spot. Here comes Austin Boucher. Battle for the 4th spot. He's going to take it away. Now he's going to do battle with his brother, cousin, some kind of Boucher relation off turn 4. Here we go. Austin Boucher takes the 4th spot away. Jacob Boucher's got some company to the outside.
Austin Boucher's the only one running the high side. He's got a little bit of a bobble on the exit at turn number 2. John Meyer's going to fight back. White flag is out. Checkered flag is in Caden Murray's hand. Mike Shyness punches his ticket. Dylan Haney does at the line. I have no idea.
Wow.
According to scoring and timing, which is not official, Jacob Boucher and Austin Boucher are moving on.
Whew. That was a good one.
At the line. I did, however, have a victory fuel for the first time during the World of Wheels car show.
Did it make you feel victorious?
It actually made me feel a lot like a 5-hour energy does, and it tastes a hell of a lot better.
Ah, I might have to give them a go. I'm not usually an energy drink guy, so the one shot normally does me.
Yeah, well, the great thing about the victory fuels, definitely not an endorser and they're not a sponsor of this track, but it's all clean stuff, so it's no like added anythings. Nick Corbin of Corbin Racing is a provider of that, so you can find Corbin Racing on Facebook, and you can order a case of it if you'd like from him.
In the meantime, here we go off turn number 4. B-main action, Nebraska Septic Race Saver sprint cars underway. Jason Danley takes the field down into turn number 1. Cameron Thompson's got a lot of company from Cole Trickle. Cole Vanderheiden down the back straightaway. Thompson looks down to the low side. The 15B looks to the high side. At the line, it's going to be Cameron Thompson.
Choo-choo's on the move. He's up to 3rd, looking for more. Trying to rip the lip out of turn number 2, but Cameron Thompson's going to hold him off for another half a lap. Now into turns 3 and 4. Big run for the 15B. Not going to be enough. Cameron Thompson holds on to 2nd with Cole Vanderheiden in 3rd. And Trevor Grossebacher in 4th. With Brandon Horton, your top 5 and your 5th and final transfer.
Like Dan mentioned, top 5 cars moving on. The first one is out, down, and away. The 4X of Jason Danley is your race leader. Cole Vanderheiden working the extreme high line, going to try and get a nose wing advantage down the back straight. Thompson looks down to the bottom side in the 2T. Off turn 4, new second place runner Cole Vanderheiden. Brandon Horton's made his way around to the 35 of Trevor Grossebacher.
And Trevor Grossebacher's getting pressure from the 19 to Tad Holloman. Jason Danley coming out of turn number 4, getting the signal of 7 laps left to go. Vanderheide now has finally put the 2T behind him, and Brandon Horton is ripping the lip. He's on the move. He's reeling in the 3rd place driver, the 2T of Cameron Thompson. Brandon Horton picked up a win earlier this year on May 10th, and he's looking to transfer into the A Feature tonight. Big run for Ty Ledger. Ty Ledger up into the 6th spot. Now he's looking for more. Ty Ledger gets around Tad Holloman. Holloman went too low and hit the infield tractor tire. Holloman's off the track. His night is done.
Man, tough break for Tad Holloman. He was a long-time competitor out here back in the 360 days. Unfortunately, his return to Eagle not quite going his way. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Jason Danley remains your race leader. 3 laps to go. This time past the stand. Cole Vanderheide, Cameron Thompson, Brandon Horton, and Trevor Grossenbacher. Your top 5 final transfer cars. Thompson looking to the inside of Brandon Horton. Horton with a good head of steam down the back straightaway is going to set to the top side. Thompson hangs on to the spot to the flag stand. 2 laps to go.
Brandon Horton has got that car wound up in the 1B. He's going to take the spot away down the backstretch and out of turn number 2. White flag, final time for the 2024 track champion. Jason Danley, Cole Vanderheiden, Brandon Horton, Cameron Thompson, and Trevor Grossenbacher. Ty Ledger, first car outside looking in.
Off turn number 4, picking up the checkered flag. It's your 2024 Nebraska Septic Race Saver Sprint Car Champion. Getting the win, that's Jason Danley. 2nd spot goes to Cole Vanderheiden in the 15V. 3rd to the 1B of Brandon Horton. 4th to Cameron Thompson. And rounding out your top 5 transfer cars, it'll be TG, Trevor Grossenbacher. Eagle Raceway makes some noise for your B main winner in the 4X machine. How about it for Jason Danley? Hey, my crew gets it. Even Austin got it. And Laura. I knew she'd be mad if I didn't include her like I didn't include her on the fishing trip yesterday.
I like that even Austin got it, as in Austin doesn't get a lot. A lot of things go over his head. Is that what you're saying?
No. You're talking to my guy all wrong. If you do it again, I'm going to stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Oh, I need to watch Joe Dirt again.
The views and expressions of Christopher Walken do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of James Rowland. Green flag's out for real this time. Noah Williams takes the field down to 1.
Noah Williams, Adam Verbka, Sean Davis, Joe Fayen, Bobby Draper, Hornets Nest behind him. Good run for Russell. Russell in that 75X. Moving up into the 5th, 4th, who knows spot, because they're 3 wide out of 4.
Man, keep your eyes peeled on John Allensworth. He picked up a feature win here early in the year, and he is wasting time on no other part of the racetrack but the extreme high side. Let's see how that works out for him, Cotton. Off turn number 4. Noah Williams continues to be your race leader.
Top 5 moving on right now. It's Noah Williams, Adam Verbka, Sean Davis, Joe Fayen, and Gary Sadoff pulls into that 5th spot. Bobby Draper and Kyle Russell trying to work. Oh, no! Russell goes around. Dan Latour with heavy right side damage. Your B Feature winner. Sorry, C Feature winner. As long as we put it into terms of how many cookies, you could do the math.
Yeah, sure, why not? Noah Williams, Adam Verbka, Sean Davis, Joe Fayen, and Gary Sadoff, your top 5. Bobby Draper, Dion Kovar, Drake Bullmeyer, Bo Riffle, John Allensworth, your top 10. Coming back to the stripe, 9 laps to go. That's 3 miles for the 27W. 9 times 3 is 27, and that's your race leader.
Now you're just showing off. Noah Williams holding on to the race lead, finished 2nd 2 weeks ago. Almost had the win, but got snookered at the end of the race by the 18W of Cole Wayman. 8 laps left to go. Noah Williams, no problem, holding off the 7V of Adam Verbka. Battle on the track is between the 77 and the 96. That's Sean Davis and Gary Sadoff going at it.
I'm not saying it's a reason to panic, but Joe Fayen has lost 3 spots since the restart of this one. He's trying to rally back to the outside, but that bottom lane is opened up for Bobby Draper. Draper's not going to have enough to close the door, but it will be enough to draw side by side down the back straightaway. Williams, Verbka, Davis, Sadoff now going to take that spot over Davis, and then it's 3 wide for the final transfer spot.
3 wide. Now it's starting to calm down just a scotch. Sean Davis doing a great job holding off Gary Sadoff. Bobby Draper now up into that 5th and final transfer spot. Joe Fayen and Dion Kovar ripping the lip out of turn number 4, trying to get the run. But Bullmeyer down around the low side takes the 6th spot. He's setting his sights on the 62 of Bobby Draper.
Oh, Gary Sadoff, good set of corners down there off the bottom side. He's going to take the 3rd position away from Davis. Bobby Draper now looks for the open door down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Adam Verbka is closing in on your race leader. Going to be 3 laps to go when Noah Williams takes it off at turn number 4.
Sean Davis ran a flawless opening race, but somebody got him up off the bottom groove, and then he got freight trained like he was at Martinsville. So,
I like it.
Back to the front, out of turn 4, Noah Williams gets the signal of 2 laps left to go. Then it's Adam Verbka, Gary Sadoff, Bobby Draper, and Drake Bullmeyer is your first car outside looking in. No, that's not right. Top 5 moving on. My Race Pass is lying out its digital teeth. White flag, final time.
All right, Adam Verbka, you've got less than 1/3 of a mile to go if you want to pick up the win. Noah Williams, bit of a rough start to his 2025 campaign, but he's fixing to pick up a checkered flag off turn number 4. B Feature win for the 27W. Adam Verbka brings it home in 2nd. Gary Sadoff is 3rd. Bobby Draper 4th. Rounding out your top 5 transfer cars is going to be the 24 machine of Drake Bullmeyer. And with that said, we're locked in.
We are locked in. And of course, we absolutely reserve the right to be wrong. Our lineup sheet says top 5 moving on. My Race Pass scoring and timing says top 4 moving on.
I'm going to say top 3 moving on. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm going to say it.
I don't know which one to believe.
Can you smell it in the air? That delicious Valentino's pizza. Getting ready to bring out those hobby stocks for their B main event. On the inside of row number 1, drivers out of Wilbur, Nebraska in the 17 machine. That's James Doyle. To his outside out of Fremont in the 17T. That's Troy Dowdy.
Also out of Fremont, he's going to be starting 3rd position. Inside row number 2, it's the ZOOM of Cody Muth. To his outside, Brandon Frazier in the 25.
On the inside of row number 3 out of Lincoln, Nebraska, it's Jared Jackson in the 98. To his outside, another Lincoln, Nebraska runner in the B4. That's Ben Beecher.
Neil Pella and Matt Roadshafer making up row number 4. Braden Hurley and Jason Hansen, row 5. Tanner Jones and Tanner Dowdy, row number 6.
10 laps the distance in this one. Top 4 cars moving on in through turns 1 and 2. Everybody gets through clean and green. They are 4 wide racing in the back of the pack. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it's the 17T up to the top spot. He's got some competition down to the low side for the number 17 machine. James Doyle hanging on to that spot. He's going to have some competition. Here comes Braden Fisher in the 25 machine. Neil Pella's going to come right along with him, as is Ben Beecher and the Cat Daddy, Matt Roadshafer.
Matt Roadshafer ripping the lip, trying to pick up that final transfer spot. Again, top 4 moving on, so I guess, I apologize, Roadshafer 1 spot off. He is in 6th. Ben Beecher, the first car outside, looking in.
Pretty tight battle coming up for the top spot. Dowdy hangs on to it. Now Neil Pella tries to work the middle line. He wants to get up there and do battle. He's going to make his way around James Doyle. Put Pella now to the 2nd spot. Dives in just a little bit lower. Car kind of breaks free on him. Great save from Neil Pella. Doesn't lose any ground. Matter of fact, he's gaining ground.
Yeah, sorry, I jumped on it and you were going to say it anyways. Coming out of turn number 4, 6 laps left to go for Troy Dowdy and Neil Pella. Pella now working around the low side, turns 1 and 2, trying to get the run off the corner. They're neck and neck down the backstretch. Dare I say it's a drag race?
Oh, definitely a drag race. Pella down to the bottom side with that pink nose cone, trying to take the top spot away. Off turn 4, he's going to have it. New race leader, Neil Pella out ahead of him.
Heavy contact. Brendan Frazier, Matt Roadshafer, and Ben Beecher all get together on the exit of turn 4.
You know, I loved him in that one movie.
Encino Man?
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yep, that's right. Neil Pella, your race leader. Tanner Dowdy in the second spot. Good battle going on for third and fourth there. Only your top 4 cars moving on. Road Schaefer down to the bottom side. Braden Hurley around the middle. Brandon Fisher to the outside. Road Schaefer continues to work the bottom side. Cat Daddy, Cat fishing. Brandon Fisher currently hanging on to your 4th and final transfer spot. He would love to get a little bit of insurance there off the exit of turn number 2. But here comes Braden Hurley in the 38 machine trying to take that 4th and final transfer spot away is the 38. He's going to do it into turn number 3. Off turn 4. Road Schaefer and Hurley, your final 2 transfer cars. Brandon Fisher now outside looking in. 2 laps to go for the 3N machine.
Fisher is digging, a little too hard. Back end kicks out. He holds on to it though. Ben Beecher's trying to capitalize. Out of turn number 4. Neil Pella looking at the white flag. He's got 1 more lap to get it done and move on to the A feature. Tanner Dowdy, Matt Roadschafer, and Brendan Hurley. Braden Hurley, your C feature winner.
Dan, this one's going to get tight. Neil Pella's going to pick up the win. Dowdy to the second spot. Road Schaefer and Brandon Fisher take your top 4 spots. Holy smokes, I kind of ran you over there, but I got excited.
Absolutely run me over. I was trying to build a story, but the race was coming to an end. Tough break for Ben Beecher. Off turn number 4. Lost the handling on that car. Not sure if he had a help or not, and it made contact with the, thankfully, the entire infield tire and not the new light pole that we have. But all of that, in conclusion, Neil Pella gets the win, followed by Troy Dowdy, Matt Roadschafer, and Brendan Fisher. They're all moving on to the A feature later tonight. Inside row number 1, Dan Jackson, who was outside Chad Anderson.
Inside row 2 from Bennett, Riley Rusinger to his outside from Lincoln, Nick Beckman.
Mason Richards and Dana Deakey making up row number 3.
Row number 4 is going to be Marty Steinbach in the 5 Eli and Mike Lineberry in the 72.
Row number 5 is going to be Mike Shinest and Dylan Haney, your B feature, C feature transfers.
I just can't help but laugh when I see your face.
It's terrible.
On my race pass. Final row, Jacob Boucher, Austin Boucher going to lock. Believe 4 more into this one. Top 4 cars transfer on. Final B main of the night. Here we go.
Oh man, alive. There's some Lincoln Stars hip checks coming out of turn 4 already. These guys are not pulling any punches. Mason Richards, huge run. He's going to split the difference and take the final transfer spot.
These stock cars put on a hell of a show everywhere they go. Off turn number 4, Chad Anderson's going to lead lap number 1. Put Dan Jackson to the second spot. Mason Richards third. Nick Beckman currently hanging on to the 4th and final transfer spot. Trouble for Beckman, losing a lot of ground. Mechanical failure for the 22 machine. That's going to shuffle him all the way back. No joy for Nick Beckman. Mason Richards taking the second spot away.
Rusinger also pulled off the racetrack. Kevin, I'm not sure what happened. All of a sudden, I'm really loud.
Chad Anderson remains your race leader, or as we like to call him, gold member. Mason Richards into the second spot. Dan Jackson is third. 4th belongs now to the 36 machine of Dana Deakey. Here comes Dylan Haney, one of your C-Main transfer cars. Currently the first one outside looking in. Chad Anderson remains your race leader.
Mason Richards, Dan Jackson, Dana Deakey, and look at the Fremont Ford Ranger, Dylan Haney trying to take that spot away from the 36. Dana Deakey in the 4th and final transfer right now as Chad Anderson gets the signal of 7 laps left to go.
7 more trips. That'd be 2 1/3 mile. Now it's about 2 1/8 mile for the 8C of Chad Anderson. Mason Richards in the second spot. 3rd to Dan Jackson. 4th to Dana Deakey. With a big head of steam comes the Fremont Ford Ranger in the 12X machine. He's going to nearly draw up to the back bumper of Dana Deakey. Headed back down into turn 1. Let's see what the Ford Ranger has for moves. Off turn number 2, Deakey has a lot of grip off the bottom side. Hangs on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Chad Anderson takes the field down. 5 more trips around.
5 laps left to go for Chad Anderson. Gold member is gone. Mason Richards picked up a win in the stock car class on May 3rd, so he's already got 1 win. He also picked up a win in his
Avid Realty, IMCA Sport Mod.
Thank you, on April 26th. Out of turn 4, 3 laps left to go for gold member. Chad Anderson, Mason Richards, Dan Jackson, caution is out. Oh, we got a car up into the wall. Turn 1, that's the 51 of Mike Shinest.
Sorry, Mike, I gotta do it. The people like it. Hey, you can't park there.
And it's absolutely worth, don't just buy one race. I mean, come on. Don't just buy one race. Buy the whole season. You get it for the entire year, and you could go back and watch previous races.
Yeah, I love the replay feature. I like to get up on Sunday mornings and watch the races on mute.
Green flag coming out. We'll have 4 laps left. Chad Anderson, Mason Richards, Dan Jackson, Dana Diekey.
Dylan Haney, the first car outside looking in, wasting no time. Haney around the outside. Is he going to have enough? Oh, Dan Jackson's right there. Kind of slowed down that head of steam that Haney had. Mason Richards now going to look at the crossover move. Not going to be enough to draw even with Chad Anderson. 3 laps to go this time past the flag stand for the Fort Calhoun Outlaw.
Dylan Haney has got the spot now, and he's going to not rear end Dan Jackson for a 2nd lap in a row. Haney down around the low side, kind of slowed down a little bit there. Dana Diekey moved to the outside at the line. It's Haney. Meanwhile, Anderson pulling away down the backstretch over Richards.
Oh, no!
Mike Lineberry and
Dylan Haney
got to, I don't know if I want to say got together. It could have been the infield tire that took the side of that car off, but Dylan Haney off the racetrack. White flag is out, final time for Chad Anderson.
Mike Lineberry going to call no joy in this one. Take that machine pit side off turn number 4. Checkered flags flying for the 8C. Chad Anderson. Mason Richards will bring it home in the 2nd spot. 3rd to Dan Jackson, and 4th at the line is going to be the 36 machine of Dana Diekey.
I believe a flat tire for the 72 of Mike Lineberry. So that's the reason why he pulled off. Calamity on the white flag lap results in Dana Diekey getting the 4th and final transfer as the
Advantage Racing TV replay coming up.
You can see Lineberry hard on the brakes. Yeah, he just wheel hopped. It's not very common that these stock cars wheel hop each other, but as a result, Dylan Haney got a flat tire, and so did Mike Lineberry. Love you guys. All right, here we go. Inside row number 1. On the pole, wow, look at this front row. Out of South Bend, Nebraska, the 25, Top Gun, Gunnar Pike. To his outside, out of Eagle, Nebraska, the 12T, Tyler Jaruki.
Starting on the inside of row number 2, driver out of Papillion in the 100. It's Cash Money, Clint Benson. And to his outside out of Martell in the 14G, it's Gene Ackland.
Row number 3 to the inside from Denton, Nebraska, the 8B, that's Caden Thurman. To his outside, the 03 of Shaylee Bade.
Starting on the inside of row number 4 out of Lincoln, Nebraska in the 91 machine, they call him the Bull. It's Adam Gullion. And to his outside out of O'Neill in the 22D, that's the Doc, Danny Nicolite.
Row number 5 to the inside out of Rock Beds, Iowa, the 23, Brendan Mazma. To his outside, out of Lincoln, the 14T, Tyler Hendrickson.
On the inside of row number 6, drivers out of Lincoln, Nebraska in the 18W, they call him Kid Lightning, it's Cole Wayman. And to his outside out of O'Neill, Nebraska in the 32 machine, it's Trevor Waller.
Row number 7 to the inside from God's Country, the 77X, that's John Clamundi. To his outside from Bennett, Nebraska, the 11, Rock and Roll Billy Alley.
All Lincoln, Nebraska, row number 8. To the inside in the 5 machine, they call him Superman. It's Stu Snyder. And to his outside, your 2024 Eagle Raceway track champion in the 4X machine, it's Jason Danley.
Row number 9 from Papillion, the 15V, Choo Choo Cole Vanderheiden.
And your 10th
to
and
his outside in out of Omaha, the 1B, Brandon Horton.
My bad, I knew you paused for applause, but I kind of goofed that one. Final row on the inside out of Omaha, the rookie competitor in the 2T, that's Cameron Thompson. To his outside out of Panama, Nebraska. In the 35 machine, it's TG, Trevor Grossenbacher. Keep your eyes peeled on that 35 machine. I think he's already got 3 or 4 hard charger awards, courtesy of Speedway Motors on the year.
Oh, James, they're lining up for one of the most beautiful sights in racing. Eagle Raceway, the sun is down. The temperatures are cool, the drivers are ready to go. Get on your feet and give your Nebraska Septic Sprint Car drivers a wave. Just a reminder that a $300 bonus is on the line for the Gatsby Glass Party On Award. The driver of the 5A feature winners tonight has a chance at winning $300 if they celebrate the best. James, you ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready to go. Kevin, you ready to go? Dan, you ready to go?
Hell yeah.
Eagle Raceway, are you ready to go? I said Eagle Raceway, are you ready to go? That's better. Lights out in all four corners. That means off of turn 4, we're gonna let it fly. Your first of 5 main events here on Saturday night. Eagle Raceway, we're here, we're live, and it's showtime!
Great start to the Top Gun Gunner Pike. He's going to take the low side. Druki rips around the high side. Druki's got the lead off turn number 2. 3-wide battle out of turn number 2 for the 3rd spot. Gunner Pike trying to fight back, but lap number 1 will go to Tyler Druki.
Oh no, trouble for John. Oh, Brett Clemundi down to the infield. Flat left front tire at least for the 77X. Meanwhile, back to the front of the field. Focus on the race lead. Tyler Druki and Gunner Pike. Druki has the advantage down the front straightaway. Battle shaping up for 3rd and 4th, Dan.
Pike is not letting him get away down around the low side, although he slipped in the middle of 1 and 2. Then Druki kind of got away. Shaylee Bates up to 3rd. Gene Ackland trying to take that spot back, work on the low side. He's in 4th. Adam Golian up to the top 5.
Another guy making quick moves to 35, but Trevor Grossenbacher, I believe he's passed 6 cars since the start of this one. First 2, now 3 laps in. Tyler Druki remains your race leader. Pike to the 2nd spot. Bain is 3rd. Ackland 4th. Golian rides in the 5th spot.
Golian trying to reel in Gene Ackland. Adam Golian down up around the high side, excuse me. He's ripping the lip at 3 and 4 again. Ackland staying down around the low side. Golian dives down into that moisture, tries to get a run. He's there, turns 1 and 2. Adam Golian up to 4th.
The bull wasting no time trying to get to the front of this field. Meanwhile, your race leader soon to be in lap traffic. The Eagle Nebraska runner Tyler Druki out front. Pike remains in the 2nd spot. Bain in 3rd. Golian into the 4th spot.
Adam Golian was the fastest car out there last lap. Ran a 14.393, this time by 14.721. Still one of the fastest of the leaders.
7 laps now, 8 laps in the book. And Tyler Druki has caught lap traffic, makes his way around the rookie competitor Caden Thurman in the 8B. Pike remains in the 2nd spot. He is slowly reeling in your race leader. Bade remains in the 3rd position, top 4 unchanged with Golian rounding that out. Now Gene Ackland doing battle with Brandon Bosma. Bosma works off the high side. Ackland hangs on to the spot. Drag racing back to turn 1.
Tyler Druki starting to put some cars a lap down. Caden Thurman was the first one. Now Cameron Thompson the 2nd one. Druki, next car in his sights is your 2024 track champion, Jason Danley. Hornet's Nest in front of Druki. That might allow Gunner Pike to close in. 15 laps left to go. Scratch that, 14, as Pike is closing in on Druki.
Jason Danley and Tyler Druki both fighting for the same real estate off turn number 4. Druki wants to make his way around Danley. Druki now down to the low side. He's going to slide job the lap traffic. Jason Danley,
Trouble
but
for
Pike
Danley.
is still there.
Danley's off the pace, not under power, stays on the racetrack, and the caution will wave.
Looks like all 4 tires up on the 4X machine.
Yeah, as soon as Druki got around him, he just seemed to have lost power.
Ah, he's not listening.
Or ignoring us. Here we go. Druki goes low, Pike goes high, Bade goes high, Golian goes low, then Bosma low, Hendrickson high.
Wayman high, Nicolite low. Waller high, Benson low, Wayman high, Horton low, Vanderheiden high, Snyder low, Grossenbacher high, Danley high, Thompson low.
By the way, got word from our pit reporter PJ that because of the moisture in the infield, they're going to be doing tech inspection up in the tech garage. So that's the reason why you don't see the tech officials or PJ down in the infield.
That might limit our ability to get those second, third, and fourth place interviews as well. The tech shed is under great aluminum cover,
yep.
And metal is not the wireless's best friend.
Field has formed up. Tyler Drucke and Gunnar Pike are going to be on the lob pedal out of turn 4.
All right, race fans, here we go. 13 laps the distance to settle this one. Great start from the 12 machine of Tyler Drucke. Quick to the hammer as well. Here comes Adam Golian down to the low side. Going to try the slider. Crossover move from Gunnar Pike. Pike down to the low side. Golian up high. Too wide, racing all the way back through the field aside from the top spot. It's Tyler Drucke. Pike hangs on to the second position. Golian's going to dive down low now.
Slide job city coming between the 25 and the 91. Adam Golian not able to close the door that time. He'll slide up into third. Drucke, Pike, Golian, now Brandon Bosma up to fourth, and a Shaylee Bade in the top 5 in the 03 machine.
Good set of corners through 1 and 2 for Shaylee Bade, trying to reel in Brandon Bosma. Bade now working on the low side. Cole Wayman works around the top groove. Tyler Drucke remains your race leader. Pike into the second spot. Golian third. Bosma fourth. Oh, trouble! Cole Wayman up and over!
Red flag is out as Cole Wayman comes to a rest on the exit of turn number 2. Heavy damage on that 18W. The Four Corners Fire and Safety team fast on the scene to first check over Cole and then to check over the situation. Make sure the driver of the 18W is okay. Here comes an Advantage Racing TV replay, James.
You see him kind of cook it over there into turn 1. Unfortunately, just got up above the marbles, and that cushion just sucked him into the wall over once, twice, 3 times. Kind of a mixture between an air spin and a pirouette. Either way, tough break. Looks like it knocked the front end out of that 18W. Maybe the least. Good view here on the Advantage Racing TV cam as the Bag and Tech tow crew are going to work to get that 18W off the racetrack, and Wayman's going to head back up to the pit area, strap into the next one.
So while we wait to get this cleaned up, get back to green flag action, who's already got their tickets to Tuesday's high limit race?
Hey guys, I'm down here with Cole Wayman, and first off, you okay?
Yeah.
What happened from where you were sitting?
The marbles, and it got a lot slicker than it was when I was running up there, and I got in the wall, and yeah, man, that one hurt.
Biggest thing is you're okay, and we'll see you back out on the Sport Mod.
Yeah, hopefully it goes a little bit better than that.
All right, that's Cole Wayman. He's good, and he'll be back out on your Sport Mod feature.
Thank you very much, PJ.
I like a good Panopple anything.
But you brought it up. I'd already kind of forgot about it. Bus races that were supposed to be last Saturday night got made up for tonight. So the 5 drivers that were pre-selected and painted up their vehicles are going to be ready to go. Interesting turn of events. Or did Drucke, I think Drucke chose the inside last time, right?
Yeah, fairly similar. At least the front row is the same, so it is, make sure I got time to say this. Yep, lights still on. Nebraska Realty pace car out here pacing the field. Drucke went down low, Pike up high. Second row, Golian down low, Bosma up high. Third row, Bade low, Nicolite high. Fourth, Alley low, Waller high. Fifth row, Ackland low, Hendrickson high. Lights out in the corner. Nebraska Realty pace car going to drop down to the infield. And we're going to go green. Remember what 38 Special taught you. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. Because here we go. Back to it. 10 laps to settle this one. Adam Golian with a great start on that one. He's going to pull the slide job on the 25 of Gunnar Pike. Looking back through the field. Great racing going on. Tyler Drucke out front. Golian's going to try it down to the bottom side. Not going to be enough to reel in your race leader. Here comes Billy Alley.
Billy Alley had a big run out of turn number 2. He's got a big run out of turn number 4, trying to put Gunner Pike behind him. Pike fights back though, down the back stretch they go. They're side by side into turn 3. No slide jump coming this time. Pike to the high side, Alley to the low side. Alley's got it at the line.
Billy Alley, great looking race car so far in the resurgence of this one since the restart. He's going to take the 3rd spot away. Tyler Drucke remains up top. Adam Gullian's going to take that same line through 3 and 4. Not enough to reel him in. Gunner Pike right on the rear push bar of the 11 machine of Billy Alley. Shaylee Bate now battles it out with Brandon Bosma through 1 and 2.
Great battle back in the field. This is a battle for 3rd place. Gunner Pike's got it. Billy Alley wants it back. Out of turn 4, Pike's gonna hold on to it. Here comes Bate. Shaylee Bates throwing her hat in the ring for that battle for 3rd. Tyler Drucke, Adam Gullian, Gunner Pike. No, big slip by the 25. Billy Alley's gonna take the spot back. Now Pike goes low.
Pike down to the low side. Alley takes the spot away down the backstretch. Gunner Pike goes back to the high side through 3 and 4. Billy Alley rocking around the catfish pond at the bottom side. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Drucke continues to run away from 2nd place running Adam Gullian. Lap traffic will be a factor in my thought about 3 laps, but there's 4, now 3 laps remaining.
Tyler Drucke is 3 laps away from becoming the first 2-time sprint car winner during the 2025 point season at America's home track. He picked up the win last time we were in action, puts Caden Thurman a lap down, and he is cruising with a lap and a half left to go.
Gullian continues to ride in the 2nd spot. Alley in 3rd, Pike in 4th. 5th now to the dock, Danny Nicolai. Trevor Grossenbacher from worst up to 7th, and he's looking to the inside of Brandon Bosma. Trevor Grossen taking that spot away.
Out of turn 4, picking up the feature win. Tyler Drucke gets it done in America's home track. Adam Gullian with a solid 2nd place finish. Then it was Billy Alley in 3rd, Gunner Pike in 4th, and I believe Danny Nicolai rounds out your top 10. But one more time, America's home track coming out of Eagle, Nebraska, and a J&J chassis and a Speedway Motors racing engine. He's sponsored by Forbes Motorsports, Cherney Enterprises, America Trailer Company, and Drucke Trucking and Repair. Let him hear it, the 12, Tyler Drucke! Avid Realty Sportmod A Feature rolling out onto the racetrack. James, how are we lining them up?
Well, we're going to line them up like this. On the inside of row number 1 out of Lincoln, it's the 7F of Aiden Floyd. To his outside, it's the Louisville, Nebraska runner in the 8X. That's Justin Bell.
Row number 2 to the inside from Waverly, it's the 15 of Tyler Diekey. To his outside from Bennington, the 43 TX of Tyler Rimmereed.
On the inside of row number 3 out of Ashland, Nebraska, it's the 16-year-old phenom in the 75. It's Luke Williams. To his outside, it's the Avid Realty man in the 2A, Theron Allman.
Row number 4 to the inside, it's a Lincoln pair. The 44 of McLean Reed to the inside. To the outside, it's the 6SJ of Sean Pospisil.
Eagle Raceway, get up on your feet. This is your Avid Realty IMCA Sport Mod Parade Lap. Make like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and give them a wave, give them a wave, give them a wave now.
Row number 5 to the inside, out of Lincoln, the 44D, that's Derek Hall. To his outside, the V18W of Cole Wayman.
Inside row number 6, it's Jacob Swanson in the 31S. To his outside in the 22, it's Batman Matt Andrews.
Row number 7 out of Kennesaw, Nebraska, the 73Z, Zane Woodman. To his outside, out of Bellevue, the 31R, that's James Hines.
Inside row number 8 in the 33B, it's Brumblebee Bree Marie. To her outside out of Ashland in the 27W, that's Noah Williams.
Row number 9 to the inside, out of Eagle, the 7V of Adam Verbka. To his outside, out of Beatrice, the 96 of Gary Sadoff.
And rounding out your final row to the inside from Valparaiso in the 62, it's Bobby Draper. And to his outside out of Beatrice, it's going to be the 24 of Drake Bullmeyer. Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand. Let's get it on. 18 laps the distance for your Avid Realty Sport Mod.
No, that's coming back.
Yeah, that one ain't going to work. You might as well get your drinks ready, race fans.
Who's got them and who's ready to drink them dry? Eagle Raceway, if it's a beer, if it's a pop, if it's a water, get them up, get them up, get them up. Take a drink.
Take 2, here we... I think we might go on that one. Aiden Floyd out to the early advantage, takes the field down into turn number 1. Tyler Diekey looking to the bottom side, 3 wide for the second spot.
Oh, car around, exit of turn 1. It's Brianna Fanstill. She gets it going. We stay green.
Aiden Floyd leading lap number 1. Tyler Diekey into the second spot. Justin Bell is third. They're going 3 wide for the 4th spot. McLean Reed looking down to the low side with Luke Williams to his outside. Rama Reed, ooh, little slip of the grip. Hang on to it. He does. Aiden Floyd remains your race leader.
16 to go. Aiden Floyd is pulling away from Tyler Diekey, Justin Bell, Derek Hall, and Luke Williams. That's your top 5. Remery looking to the inside of Williams, trying to take over that top 5 spot.
McLean Reed now working down to the bottom side, sitting in the 3rd position. No, he's going to be challenged to the outside. Justin Bell trying to fight back. Bell now to the 4th spot. McLean Reed's going to drift up to the high line of the racetrack, open up the bottom door for Justin Bell. Bell's not quite going to have enough to pull up to the rear quarter panel on the 44 machine. Reed decides to stick it up around the high line. Meanwhile, your race leader is Aiden Floyd.
Boy, look at Cole Wayman taking it 3 wide into turn number 1. Wayman, nice and smooth through the middle groove. He's going to take over 4th. Now he's looking to the inside of McLean Reed. Out of turn 4, Aiden Floyd. 13 laps left to go. Tyler Diekey, McLean Reed, and Cole Wayman.
Top side of the racetrack really starting to come in here in this one as your battle is now for the 2nd spot. Cole Wayman and McLean Reed going at it. Reed up to the high side, Wayman down low. Wayman's going to take the spot away. No, he's not. Back to the flag stand. It's McLean Reed.
Good run out of turn 4 for McLean Reed. He's going to pinch the 18W down. McLean Reed will hold on to the spot, even though Wayman's going to get a good run off turn number 2. Now we're into turns 3 and 4. McLean Reed goes high. He holds on to the spot. 11 laps left to go. Aiden Floyd is all by himself, and this battle for 2nd is ensuring that Aiden Floyd may pick up this win.
Off turn 4, 10 laps remaining, 9 in the books. Battle for 2nd continues to rage on. Back to the flag stand. Cole Wayman has the advantage. Now you've got a battle shaping up for 4th and 5th. Down to the bottom side, it's Tyler Diekey. To the top side, it's Luke Williams. Diekey with the advantage down the back straightaway, but they will not lose one another. Back to your battle for the 2nd spot. Wayman down low. McLean Reed up to the top spot. At the line, dead heat drag race.
Scoring and timing unofficially has McLean Reed in the 2nd spot, but that battle continues. Now Wayman off turn number 2 has got him by a nose. McLean Reed better in 3 and 4, but he didn't have a good setup that time. Out of turn 4, trying to get the momentum run. It's Cole Wayman up to 2nd.
Looking a little bit.
Oh, hard into the wall! Huge hit, red flag!
Justin Bell and Luke Williams.
Luke Williams just absolutely door slammed that tractor tire going into turn number 1, and Justin Bell with nowhere to go slammed into him. That was heavy contact.
Big bicycle too.
We are under red as the Four Corners Fire and Safety team are checking on those 2 drivers.
Wonderful aroma of chicken strips just walked into the booth. I'm being told I had enough earlier. Here comes, there we go. We're going to get a word with PJ and Luke Williams.
Hey guys, I got Luke Williams down here, and first off, big question, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
What in the world happened? That was a nasty crash.
I just sent it in way too hard. Big mistake. I don't know what I was doing.
But the biggest thing is you're all right, though.
Yeah.
All right, Luke Williams is okay.
Aiden Floyd's advantage, man, he hated to see that come out. Had a huge 2-second advantage over Cole Wayman, who Wayman just couldn't quite get by the 44 of McLean Reed. Aiden Floyd chooses the outside. James, we saw this 2 weeks ago when we were in competition. Cole Wayman was able to get the lead away on the restart and hold on to it. Aiden Floyd has got his hands full holding on to this race lead when he's going to be coming out of turn number 2. All right, Gary Dominguez in the Nebraska Realty pace car pulls off the racetrack. Aiden Floyd and Cole Wayman gonna bring him to the green out of turn number 4. Floyd's hanging back.
Here we go. Floyd out to the advantage. Wayman's gonna battle out to the outside. Uh-oh, trouble, trouble, trouble. Brief fan steal down to the bottom side of the racetrack.
Yellow,
Theron
yellow.
Ullman, and that one's coming back. Great shot there on the Advantage Racing TV speed shot. Oh, trouble down there for the other half of Williams Brothers Racing. Noah Williams gets it refired off the bottom side of turn 2. Again, 8 laps the distance.
I love these restarts, the games that are played. Aiden Floyd hung back just a little bit until it was time to go, and he got a good jump on Cole Wayman. We'll watch it again this time as they're nose-to-nose going into turn number 3. What are the games? Uh-oh, that might be too soon.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna fly. But I've been wrong before. Aiden Floyd out to the advantage down the front straight away we go. 2 by 1. Verbka, holy cow, he's made a lot of moves through the field here in this one. Another one of those guys trying to get the Speedway Motors Hard Charger Award. Meanwhile, Cole Wayman trying to take the lead away from Aiden Floyd. Not going to happen this time by off turn 4. Derek Hall looking to the bottom side. It's a battle of 44s for third.
In a nice wide racing surface, Aiden Floyd's got that bottom side locked down. Cole Wayman with a good set at turn 2. And out of turn number 2, great set of corners for the 18W. He may have it off turn number 4. Floyd down around the low side at the line. Aiden Floyd's gonna hold on, but it's by a tire.
The front end on the 18W tried to break loose on Wayman, that time off turn 4. Settles it back together through 1 and 2. Takes the top spot away from Aiden Floyd. Now McLean Reed looking to the outside of Floyd. Coming to the line, Cole Wayman, your race leader. Aiden Floyd in second, McLean Reed in third.
Adam Verbka's got Derek Hall all over his push bar. Verbka up into the 4 spot. Floyd still fighting with McLean Reed for the runner-up spot. Out of turn 4, Cole Wayman's got the lead. McLean Reed's on the move.
The Mac Daddy now thought he was going to take a look down to the low side, but he's going to stay around the high groove with Cole Wayman. Top 3 cars, you could throw a Casey's Pizza or Valentino's Pizza Box over the top of them. Wayman off the exit of turn 4, 3 laps to go this time by.
James, I think McLean Reed has got something for our defending track champion. McLean Reed had a huge run out of turn 4, pulled right up to the 18W. Bad exit at turn 2 for the 44 machine. He's gonna fall back a little bit. Here he comes again. James, he might have something for our defending track champion, Cole Wayman. 2
laps to go for your race leader, Cole Wayman. McLean Reed on a part-time schedule in 2025, riding in the second spot. Floyd's gonna try to battle him back now down to the low side. Off turn 4, white flag flying. 1 more trip around for the 18W. McLean Reed is there.
Final time for the Mac Daddy, McLean Reed. Can he pick up his first win of 2025? Wayman pulls away down the backstretch. Wayman trying to be a 3-time winner this year. Out of turn 4, Kid Lightning gets it done.
McLean Reed brings it home in the second spot. Aiden Floyd is third. Rounding out your top 4, it's going to be the 7V of Adam Verbka in a stunning Abbott Realty IMCA Sportmod main event. Eagle Raceway, as he gets ready to head in front of you, make some noise for your main event winner in the V18W. It's Kid Lightning Cole Wayman from Wiener Steps to wins.
Oh, are we going to get our first entry into Gatsby Glass celebration?
I'd like to see that Party On award go to somebody tonight.
He's getting unstrapped. Those safety belts coming off. Steering wheels off. Eagle Raceway! Are you not entertained? Inside at row number 1, out of Omaha, the 8A, Dustin Anderson. To his outside, the 3T, it's Nate Thompson.
Starting on the inside of row number 2, he hails out of, there we go, Ashland, Nebraska in the 21T. It's Tyler Haar. To the outside, his dad in the 21, Tracy Haar.
Row number 3 to the inside, out of Beatrice, the 96J, Johnny Sadoff. To his outside, picked up the feature win a couple of weeks ago. On week number 1, it's the 27 of Clint Homan.
Starting on the inside of row number 4 out of South Sioux City in the 25, it's the racer, Ricky Steffen. To his outside, the Dorchester, Nebraska runner, Bob Zobek.
Row number 5 to the inside, out of Beatrice. It's the 60 of Adam Armstrong to his outside. Out of Fort Calhoun, Nebraska, the 8C, Chad Anderson.
Starting on the inside of row number 6, out of Lincoln in the 81 machine, it's Magic Mike Densberger. To his outside, the Nebraska City runner in the 40, it's the Shark, Sean Harker.
Row number 7 to the inside, out of Council Bluffs, the 6M, Matt McAtee. To his outside, out of Beatrice, the 5H, Sean Hine.
On the inside of row number 8 in the 41A, it's Adam Wasserman with Bob Rusinger to the outside in the old number 7.
Row number 9 out of Lincoln, the ringer-dinger Jared Dieterding in the 13J. To his outside, it's Stormin Norman Ziegemine in the 1Z. Out of turn number 4, your Nebraska's best lawn and landscape modifieds are 4 wide for the best damn fans in the business. Give them a wave.
On the inside of your 10th row, out of Hickman, Nebraska in the 4B, it's Brandon Verbeek. To his outside in the 2T, it's Cameron Thompson. And rounding out the field in the 3A, it'll be Aaron Pella. Caution lights out in all 4 corners. Gary Dominguez going to drop the Nebraska Realty pace car down into the infield. 20 laps the distance for your Nebraska's best lawn and landscape IMCA modifieds. 21 cars, 20 laps. Set to come at you. All right, off turn 4, here we go. The 8A machine, Dustin Anderson out to the early advantage down the front straightaway. Nate Thompson going to try and battle her back to the outside. Anderson with the advantage down the back straightaway. Nate Thompson rides in the second spot. Tracy Haar down to the low side through 3 and off of 4. Will he have the momentum to put Thompson in the non-existent rearview mirror? No, Nate Thompson hangs on to the second position. Dustin Anderson, your race leader, but he's got a lot of company behind him. Clint Holman rides in the 4th spot. Tyler Haar in 5th. Ricky Steffen now up to 6th. Here comes Johnny the Jet Sadoff working the high line in the 96J. Dustin Anderson remains your race leader. 2 laps in the book, 18 to go. Off the bottom side, Chad Anderson making moves through the field now. Put him up into the 5th position. Dustin Anderson, Chad's brother, remains the race leader. Car length and a half over the second place runner in the 3T. That's Nate Thompson. Thompson this time by goes around the outside. Gonna try to draw even, not quite enough, but he is there on the back bumper of Dustin Anderson. Now down to the low side goes Thompson. Anderson up with the advantage. Off turn 4, drag race back to the line. Dustin Anderson hangs on to it, 17 to go.
Dustin Anderson did a great job of pinching the 3T and Nate Thompson down. Thompson's now gonna drift up to the top of the racetrack out of turn number 4. Out of turn number 2. In turn 3 and 4, he'll go high and see if he can get some momentum. It won't work. Dustin Anderson continues to lead with 15 laps left to go.
Thompson retains the second spot. Tracy Haar in 3rd. Holman in the 4th position. Chad Anderson now to 5th. Sean Harker trying to extend his combined points lead with the Beatrice and Eagle combined points fund as he slides into the 5th spot, makes his way around Johnny the Jet Sadoff. 15 laps to go for the A-Train, Dustin Anderson.
Nate Thompson now continuing to work the high side. The only way you're going to get by the guy in front of you is to not take their line. Nate Thompson is, well, I guess not the only way. Thompson now good run out of turn number 2.
Great run for Nate Thompson down the back straightaway. He's going to try the high side. Anderson around the catfish pond on the low side. Coming back to the flag stand. Dead heated remains the A-Train, Dustin Anderson. Thompson's going to try and keep that battle going off the exit of 2, Dan.
If Thompson is perfect on the high side, he could close in on Dustin Anderson. Anderson has remained perfect down around the low side. Big run out of turn 4 again. This time it's about 4 feet of difference between the 8A and the 3T.
Thompson with a good set of corners that time by through 1 and 2. I'm going to use another Days of Thunder line. If you go wide open through 4, you can hold him. Off turn number 4, back to the stand. Nate Thompson, your new race leader.
You got a new race leader, and it's the 3T and Nate Thompson. Thompson now, good set of corners and an exit of turn 2. Pulls in front of Dustin Anderson by a scotch. Out out of turn number 4. Perfect again for the 3T. He's got the lead and 9 laps to get it done.
Clint Homan has made his way into the 3rd spot. Tracy Haar, slider from, oh no, big jump with a cushion from the 40 of Sean Harker. That's going to cost him the 4th spot. He'll look down to the low side as we roll through 3 and off of 4. Nate Thompson remains your race leader. Haar takes the 4th spot away.
Back to the front, lap traffic will start to be a factor for the 3T of Nate Thompson. He's working the high side, Rusinger down around the low side. Thompson gets by clean, Anderson may get hung up. Then it's 3rd place, Clint Homan, Tracy Haar in 4th, and Sean Harker ripping the lip out of turn number 2, 3 wide. Harker's got the spot from Haar.
Harker caught that 2-for-1 sail there down the back straightaway. Can he hang on to it through 3 and off of 4? Yes, he will. Put Harker up to the 4th spot. Lap traffic for your race leader. Aaron Pella goes a lap down. Nate Thompson retains the top spot. That's going to put a lapper between himself and 2nd place running Dustin Anderson.
Out of turn 4 at the line. 5 laps left to go for Nate Thompson. Dustin Anderson, both dealing with lap traffic. Sean Hine is next, he stays low. Anderson now going high, trying to reel in the 3T of Thompson. 4 laps left to go for the T3 fabricator, Nate Thompson.
Dustin Anderson remains in the 2nd spot. Got a lapper in between himself and your race leader. That's the 5H of Sean Hine. Homan retains that 3rd spot. Here comes the Shark. Shark smelling blood in the water, tries to pull the crossover move, does pull nearly a half a car length off of the 27 of Clint Homan.
Good battle back in the field for the 3rd spot. Clint Homan's got it. By the way, Nate Thompson crossing the start-finish line, 2 laps left to go. Sean Harker takes the spot away from Clint Homan. Harker up to 3rd, looking for more.
Nate Thompson working on lap traffic. Norm Ziegenbein in the 1Z ahead of him. Dustin Anderson is closing in on your race leader, but the white flag's going to fly. 1/3 of a mile to go for the Fremont, Nebraska runner in the 3T, Nate Thompson.
One final time through turns 3 and 4. Dustin Anderson gives it everything he's got, but it's all for naught. The fabricator gets the win in America's home track. Nate Thompson picks up the win. Dustin Anderson in 2nd, Sean Harker in 3rd, Clint Homan in 4th, and Chad Anderson rounds out your top 5. But Eagle Raceway, out of turn number 4, picking up the win, the 3T of Nate Thompson. And I'm seeing a Gatsby Glass Party on Award entry coming up next. Letting the field get by.
Here he goes. You're going to want to keep your eyes peeled.
Could be doing a Polish lap.
I could go for a Polish dog.
Oh, come on. Now I'm hungry again. He's going to pull right in front of Stumpy's Custom Creation Victory Lane. There he goes. Don't hit Nick. Don't hit.
You notice he threw the flashers on.
He's got the brightsies flashing. Is he going to get out and do a roof dance?
I think he might. He might just sit down there and party.
This is going to be one happy man at the end of the night.
He's up. He's up. He's out of the car. Give him a round of applause, race fans. Stellar fashion for the 3T of Nate Thompson.
All right, now we got 2 entries tonight, which is double what we usually have.
On the inside of row 1, out of Concordia, Kansas in the 23T, it's Trey Collins. To his outside, it's the Council Bluffs, Iowa runner in the 65. That's Brad Berhini.
Row number 2 to the inside from Shickley, Nebraska, the 24C. That's Chase Stanley. To his outside, out of Homer, the 44X of John Kane.
On the inside of row 3, it's another Fremont runner in the 53T. It's Trenton Dowdy. To his outside, out of Giltner in the 25Z. That's Zach Gimple.
Dan Markham and Eric Chabb are going to make up row number 4.
On the inside of row 5, it's going to be Colin Hine to his outside. It's the 2C of Dave Carter. You'll see Dave in the bus later on.
Row number 6 will be Brad Schreiner and Dylan Richards.
Row number 7, Brent Lemke in the 26L and the 13M of Justin Meyer.
Row number 8 will be Tyler Phelps and Kyle Gannon.
Row number 9 will be Neil Pella and Troy Dowdy.
Your final row will be Matt Roachshafer and Brandon Fisher. Eagle Raceway, the class too tough to tame. Your Valentino's hobby stocks are 4 wide for you.
I owe a huge debt of gratitude to Jody, getting the airflow moving.
Definitely. Thank you, Jody. There's a lot of hot air coming out of this booth.
Not a lot of cool air coming in.
No. Look at you, amazingly beautiful fans. Thank you guys so much for joining us on a Saturday night. We want to see you back on Tuesday night for an amazing high limits race. James, 18 laps to settle it. Green flag is out.
Wild Things, your IMCA hobby stocks down and underway. Down the front straightaway we go. Trey Collins, your race leader. Berhini hangs on to the second spot. Chase Stanley riding in the third spot. Out of Shickley, here comes the Giltner driver in the 25Z off turn number 4. Lap number 1 is going to go to Trey Collins. Trey Collins been running around here in the Beatrice Speedway. Had a really fast race car so far this season, as you can see.
Dylan Richards up 5 spots on lap number 1. He's going to be 4 wide on the exit of turn number 2. Now it's 2 wide. He's to the outside of Kane, up to 4th already. Got 5 spots on lap number 1. Got 4 spots on lap number 2.
Zach Gimple takes the second spot away from Brad Berhini. Trey Collins remains your race leader, but he's got a challenger. Here comes Gimple to the outside. Down the bottom side, it's the 23T. 25Z up to the top side. Coming back to the flag stand. Who's it going to be? New race leader, Zach Gimple. First time leading here at Eagle Raceway.
Zach Gimple's going to take the race lead out of turn number 2 and down the back stretch. Trey Collins in second. He's under fire from the defending track champion and the guy that is perfect on the season, 4 for 4 so far. Dylan Richards is up to second. Collins back to third. Berhini in fourth. And Hine rounds out your top 5.
Down the back straightaway, battle for the second spot. Dylan Richards going to take it away off the high side. Down to the bottom goes Collins. Zach Gimple remains your race leader. Brad Berhini now in the 4th spot. He's got a lot of company from the 19H. Colin Hine tries to take that spot away down the front stretch. Off the bottom side goes the 19H.
Zach Gimple doing a good job holding off the 24R of Dylan Richards. As I say that, Richards closes the gap. He's there. 12 laps left to go. Brad Schreiner went around in turn 2, keeps it going. We stay green, and Dylan Richards is making his move.
Richards going to try the bottom side. Normally a high side hustler, but it looks like he can put that 24R just about wherever he wants to be. Inside, outside, wherever he wants to go. Coming back to the flag stand. Gimple with the advantage.
Dylan Richards has been running the high side in 1 and 2. Now he goes low. Stays off the 25Z of Gimple. Now Richards goes high again in 3 and 4. Got a good run out of turn 4 last time. This time, not enough. Gimple's gonna hold on. Top 3 have broken away. Richards in second. And Collins in third. Big move, here we go, James. No, he lifted. I thought Richards was gonna take a look to the inside, but he decided to lift, dive to the outside lane, and now he's at it. Right on the back bumper of Gimple.
Just had to let him know that he was there. Richards going to go to the high side through 1 and 2. Gimple down to the low line. Got away from Richards a little bit. That's going to open up the door for Trey Collins. Collins, the Concordia, Kansas runner, going to try and fight off Dylan Richards. Richards takes the extreme high side. Gimple with the advantage down the front straightaway at the flag stand. It's Gimple. 8 laps to go this time by.
Just like we saw in the modifieds, it's little by little you start chewing away at that lead. The 10 of Brad Schreiner pulls off the racetrack. His night is done. Meanwhile, Richards trying to get a run after turn number 4. He's to the outside of Gimple. 1 and 2 have not been Richards' advantage so far tonight. Gimpel's gonna hold him off and he'll hold on to the lead down the backstretch.
Brandon Fisher, first car, possibly going a lap down. It's going to be interesting to see how these leaders make their way around them. Richards now up to the high line, at the line, drag race. Down to the bottom side goes Gimpel. Lap traffic in front of the 24R of Richards. Gimpel's going to fall back in behind Brandon Fisher as well.
Oh, lap traffic may get in the way of Richards. No, he makes it through clean. Out of turn 4, big run for Richards. They touch at the line. Officially, it was Gimpel, but Richards is there in 1 and 2.
Man, Gimpel down to the bottom side. Great racing here at the front of the field and throughout the field, but we got to keep our eyes glued to the top spot. Gimpel down to the low side. Richards to the high side, coming back to the flag stand. Dead heat, Dylan Richards at the line.
Dylan Richards had it by a nose at the line. We've got 4 laps now, 3.5 laps left to go. Gimpel battles back, something we don't see very often. Once Richards gets his nose out there, he's usually gone. Gimpel's gonna slide up and close the door. Richards battles back, they bump, it's a Lincoln Stars hip check.
Man, that might have been the final straw in this one. 3 laps to go, 2.5 now down the back straightaway. Richards with a car length and a half advantage over second place running Gimpel. Then got 5, what do we got? Oh no!
Richards drifted up the racetrack at 3 and 4, but it didn't hurt him that much. He's gonna hold on with 2 laps to go. Go for it, James.
Zach Gimpel down to the bottom side, not quite enough to hang on to him. Let's see what we got through 3 and off of 4. Nearly down to 1/3 of a mile to go off the exit of 4. The 25Z breaks loose a bit. Dylan Richards with the advantage. Lap traffic ahead of him. White flag flying.
Lap traffic may not be an issue. These two have been going at it every single lap. It's been a beauty to watch. I can't wait to go home and watch it at EagleRaceway.tv for the replay. Out of turn number 4 for the 5th time this year. Dylan Richards gets it done at America's home track.
Zach Gimpel bringing it home in the 2nd spot. 3rd goes to the 23T of Trey Collins, and rounding out your top 4, it's the 19H of Colin Hine. Eagle Raceway, as he gets ready to head in front of you, make some noise for your main event winner in the 24R. It's Dylan Richards.
Man alive, what a battle. That was a race for the ages. Clean, respectful, and to the front, the 24R of Dylan Richards picks up his 5th win at America's home track, and I think 24 on the year, or 25?
I think it's 26.
Okay, 26.
Actually, my uncle just told me earlier it was 25, so this is win number 26 on the year for Dylan Richards in that jet racing hobby stock.
He's got a chance to do a Gatsby Glass Party On celebration.
Remember, $300 the prize for that Gatsby Glass Party On award.
Gary Dominguez, if you can hear us, you better pull forward, because I think Dylan's wanting to do some cookies right there. I think he heard us. Here he goes. Oh, is he gonna nose it up? He will.
Oh boy, we haven't seen this one in a long time.
Are we gonna burn him down? He's gonna burn him down.
Dylan said, tires. We don't need no stinking tires.
Oh! That's what we have been waiting for all year long.
Eagle Raceway, how about it for Smoke Show, Dylan Richards?
Somebody wants that $300 Gatsby Glass Party On award.
Man, I haven't seen more smoke out in the parking lot than I have here.
Yeah. I don't think our fireworks team could put out that much smoke. Your pole position will be held by Kyle Van Over in the 19. To his outside, it's Matt Boucher in the 5B.
On the inside of row 2, it's Travis Patterson in the 17 TK. To his outside, it's the 25 Trevor Baker.
Row number 3 to the inside out of Lincoln, it's the 44X Cash Beckman. To his outside, the 55X, that's Tim Drake.
Inside row 8, the 13T, whoa Nelly, Tyler Jackson. To his outside, it's Porky Scott Carlson in the 1C.
Row number 5 out of Lincoln, the 3AM of Cole Wayman. To his outside, Adam Milford, the 22S, that's Sugar Shane Stutzman.
To the inside of row 6, it's going to be your modified feature winner in the 3T, that's Nate Thompson. To to his outside. In the 8, it's the racing MD, Nick Steyer.
Row number 7 from Sterling, Nebraska, the 46, Orion Gillen to his outside. Out of Beatrice, the 84, Benji Legg.
On the inside of row 8, it's Zach Bullmeyer in the 24Z. To the outside, it's Ryan Harris in car number 49.
Chad Anderson in the 8C, inside row number 9 to his outside. In the 18M, it's Mason Richards.
And your final row, it's going to be Dan Jackson to the inside, Dana Deacon to the outside. Eagle Raceway, everybody up, on your feet. A1 Iron IMCA stock car nightcap parade lap. Wave at them.
Don't forget, we have one more feature to go at the end of the night. Absolutely nobody's gonna leave for this. The bus races are one of the most entertaining post-race activities next to that thing we do on the Saturday night portion of the Race Saver Nationals. Remember that thing over there by the Melon Bar?
Yeah.
That we did. I don't want to mention it because of the kids in the area, but I think that went number 1. But bus races are definitely number 2.
Nikki, why you got a sweater on? It's warm. Yeah, I called you out. What are you going to do?
Oh.
I tell you what I'm going to do. 20-lap war to settle the score. Nightcap time. A1 Iron stock cars. We are green.
Good start for Kyle Vanover. Matt Boucher is right there. So is world-famous Travis Patterson. Good run off turn number 2 for Patterson. He's going to roll into the 2nd spot. Vanover goes around the high side, little bumpy up there. He's going to lead lap number 1.
Patterson settles into the 2nd spot. Boucher now to 3rd. Trevor Baker riding in the 4th spot. Good set of corners for the 25 exclamation point. Not quite enough to pull up to the rear bumper on the 5 machine. Cash Beckman now rides back in the 6th spot. Tyler Jackson trying to make quick work out of the field. He wants this. He's got it down the straightaway.
4 wide racing throughout the field. Travis Patterson is reeling in the 19 of Kyle Vanover. Matt Boucher has got trouble all over. To the outside is Tyler Jackson. To the inside is Trevor Baker. He holds on to the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, back to the front, Travis Patterson trying to reel in the 19 of Kyle Vanover. Vanover's already got 2 wins on the year. Huge pile up, turn 2, sorry.
That's Scott Carlson, Ryan Harris, and Zach Bullmeyer. Somebody else was involved in that. I saw them drive off.
I believe it was the 3T and Nate Thompson.
Tough break. See if we can get those cars refired or if we'll need the assistance of the bag and tag tow crew.
So the caution waves and slows things down.
Advantage Racing TV replay coming up for those of you at home.
Looks like Carlson just got in a little hot and that back end came around. Made contact with Nate Thompson, who went to the infield. Harris and Bullmeyer nowhere to go, just slammed into the 1C of Scott Carlson.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty hard lick.
And I don't see,
for Harris.
It's close, but from my angle, I don't think Shane Stutzman got into the 1C of Scott Carlson. Did you see anything? I thought I saw bumper and not bumper on bumper.
Maybe some light contact there.
It just looks like Stutzman's too far back to have made contact, but can't see a definitive answer, so we don't know.
Bag and tag tow crew on the scene down there for the 49er Ryan Harris.
Thank you to Ryan Dugan, our lone Advantage Racing TV employee tonight. Carlson got into the back of Nick Beckman. That sent Carlson around. So while I was looking at the potential contact between Carlson and Stutzman, I should have been looking forward. Here comes another replay to show us. So you can see Beckman right down there. Cash Beckman. So I don't know if he made contact, but I think he was hard onto the brakes to not make contact, and that sent Carlson around.
When evasive action goes wrong. Race fans, this little quick break in the action might be a great chance for you to get your last round, get settled in for the bus races coming up here in 17 laps. Choose cone time. Vanover takes the bottom side.
So does Patterson. Boucher goes high. Jackson goes high. Baker goes low. Drake goes low. Wayman goes high. Legg goes high. Travis Patterson kind of holding back there a little bit, and he's starting to close in. Choose cone, safe and sound, heading back to the Stumpy's Custom Creation Winner's Circle wall to protect it. We're gonna be back in action next Saturday night. Make sure you join us. It's gonna be a beautiful night of racing again. Avid Realty, A1 Iron, and Speedway Motors presents the Dukes of Hazzard Duel featuring the Tough Trucks.
All right, race fans, 17 laps to get this one done. Vanover and Boucher lead the field back to green. Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand. Here we go. Vanover with the advantage headed into turn 1. Boucher is right there, about 3 feet off the back bumper of the 19 machine. Closest 2-wide battle for third. Travis Patterson and Tyler Jackson going at it. Jackson to the extreme high side, Patterson down around the low side. Boucher not losing Vanover by much. About 2 car lengths separate first and second, and you're drag racing from there on back.
15 and a half laps to go. Good battles back in the field. Cole Wayman looking to the outside of Trevor Baker, trying to take over the 5th, 6th spot. Now 15 to go for Kyle Vanover, is pulled away from Matt Boucher and Travis Patterson.
Vanover beginning to really check out on the field. Benji Legg now getting up into this 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th battle. Tyler Jackson looks to the outside of Travis Patterson, the world famous one.
Goes around. Cash Beckman goes around in front of the field. Can't get it refired. Will slow things down. Watch out, Kyle Vanover. He got the notice going into turn number 3. He's able to get that 19 machine woed up, and that advantage for Matt Boucher is gone. 14 laps in your A1 Iron stock cars. Then we've got the bus races coming up next. What do we got? Adam Armstrong, Jason Danley, Cole Wayman. Wayman's pulling 4-time duty tonight.
I didn't even, we've been touting his triple duty, and he's actually going for 4.
Yeah. Who else? Who did I miss?
I don't know. Dave
Armstrong,
Carter?
Dave Carter, that's who I missed. All right. Travis Patterson chose the low side again on the choose cone, so he'll restart 3rd, with Tyler Jackson choosing the outside, so he'll restart 4th.
Lights go out in the corners. The Nebraska Realty pace car is going to drop it down to the infield. Going to have a 14-lap battle to close this one out. Kyle Vanover, Matt Boucher, Tyler Jackson, Travis Patterson. Currently your 4 cars will be going on to tonight's tech area. Field formed up, ready to turn the RPMs up off turn number 4. Here we go. Great start from Boucher. He's not going to lose Vanover.
Much better start for the 5B of Matt Boucher. He's going to stick down around the low side, but Vanover gets the run off turn number 2. Tyler Jackson taking that 3rd spot back. Benji Legg looking to the outside of Travis Patterson. World famous Travis Patterson holding on to 4th.
Vanover isn't quite running away like he did on that last long run that we had going. Boucher's right there. Tyler Jackson now takes the 3rd spot away. Benji Legg trying to come along with him. Jackson to the outside of Boucher now through 3, off of 4. Boucher hangs on to the spot, Legg down to the low side. Jackson's going to try to get the 2-for-1 sail, headed back to 1, not quite enough.
Benji Legg was all over the back bumper of Matt Boucher out of turn number 4. Boucher's having issues as he's going to fall back. He might be off the pace. Benji Legg now looking underneath Tyler Jackson for the 2nd spot. He's got it. Put Legg up 2 spots in 1 lap.
Vanover continues to lead the field down the back straightaway. Benji Legg riding in the 2nd spot. It's been a while since he's been in Stumpy's Custom Creations victory lane. Tyler Jackson still hunting that first stock car win. Could be anyone's game back here. Vanover beginning to run away. Benji Legg takes the 2nd spot away from Jackson. Boucher hangs on to 4th. In the 5th spot, it's the 17 TK of Patterson. Off turn 4, 9 laps to go for your race leader and company.
In 6th is your 2023 track champion, Nate Thompson's got a little bit of rear end damage. You can see the back bumper to that car kind of hanging out, about half of it's been ripped off. He's battling underneath Travis Patterson to pick up the 5th spot. Meanwhile, back to the front, 8 laps left to go. Vanover, Legg, Jackson, Boucher, Patterson, Thompson, Baker, Drake, and Anderson. Gold member up into the top 10.
Anderson, one of those guys that had to battle out of the B main event, looking for a strong finish here in the 8C machine. Kyle Vanover brings the field down, 7 laps to go over Benji Legg, Tyler Jackson, and Matt Boucher, your top 4. Anderson making quick work out of the field now as well. He's going to do battle with the 25 of Trevor Baker. Anderson working around the middle, Baker down to the low side. Anderson drifts up high a little bit. Nate Thompson now working on Travis Patterson. Down to the low side goes the 3T 17K riding around the middle. Who's going to take that spot off the exit of 2?
Good crossover move for the 3T out of turn number 4, but he wasn't able to capitalize in 1 and 2. He's going to set it up and try to do it again. No, he sticks to the high side, tries to get the momentum run. And we've got a caution out as the 3AM of Dan Jackson is stalled on the low side, turns 1 and 2. Right up against that tractor tire. So Dan Jackson in that 3AM machine gets it refired and waves the E-Steps push truck team off. Then Kyle Vanover, so we might have an interesting last couple of laps in your A1 Iron Stock Car feature. Here we go, field is formed up, we're ready to go. Caden Murray looking him over, green flag is out. No choose cone this time, single file restart. Benji Legg is right there, good pull for the 19 of Kyle Vanover. He's gonna pull away down the backstretch, but down into 3 and 4 again. Legg is there. Here comes Jackson. It's a great 3-car battle for the race lead with 5 laps left to go. Tyler Jackson choosing the high side, turns 1 and 2. Gets the momentum run, but he's running a longer distance on the high side. So he gives it up going into the corner, makes it up coming out of the corner. About a 2-car length advantage for the 19 of Kyle Vanover. Now 4 laps left to go. Chad Anderson, gold member, looking to peek into the top 4. He's looking to the inside of Nate Thompson. Car around, turns 1 and 2. That's Tim Drake, and the caution will wave. This might be exactly what the 8C of Chad Anderson has been waiting for. He's up to 4th. So Kyle Vanover continuing to lead over Benji Legg, Tyler Jackson, Nate Thompson, Chad Anderson, and Matt Boucher. Here we go, field is formed up, single file 1 by 1, green flag is out, 4 laps to go. Great speed shot from our friends at Advantage Racing TV as the green flag waved. A little bit of a slow exit at turn number 2 for the 84 of Benji Legg. Tyler Jackson might have something. Tyler Jackson is there. By a nose, Benji Legg up to 2nd, Jackson in 3rd, Chad Anderson in 4th. Jackson now back to the high side. He gets a good exit at turn 4. Can he get the momentum run? At the line. Jackson got the spot. Tyler Jackson, 2 laps left to go. Can Tyler Jackson steal the win? Vanover is pulling away. He'll have a lap and a half, 2 times through 3 and 4 to close on the 19. White flag, James, final lap.
Vanover's going to take the field down into turn 1. Tyler Jackson driving like a madman. Chad Anderson also trying to work his way through the field. Will it be enough? Final set of corners around Eagle Raceway. Nightcap coming to a close off turn 4. Kyle Vanover gets the job done again at Eagle Raceway. 2nd goes to the 13T of Tyler Jackson. 3rd now to the 8C of Chad Anderson, and rounding out your top 4 cars is going to be the 84 machine of Benji Legg. Eagle Raceway, make some noise for your main event winner in the 19 machine. How about it for the Beatrice Kid? It's Kyle Vanover.
All right, first bus to make their way out onto the racetrack is the 2C Dirty Dog, Dave Carter. what is on the top of that car? That is, I think that's a marital enhancement device in a lawn chair, hopefully flex sealed to the top of the bus. Bus number 2 in a storm is the 60 of Adam Armstrong.
So Dave Carter and
There
Adam
he is.
Armstrong, row 1. There's the boss.
Oh, here, come over here. Switch spots with me. You sit between us so we can hear you gooder. What is going on in the inside of that bus of Dave Carter's? Children, avert your eyes. Advantage Racing, in the fear of being blocked from Facebook, has decided to zoom in on the new car coming in. Excuse me, the new bus coming in. It's the 8C of Chad Anderson. Caden, don't get any ideas of what you're seeing inside Dave Carter's bus. Chad, I think maybe you need to give the 2C a little bump. Like you're going into the corners. Just give him a little nudge.
He didn't slam you, he didn't bump you, he didn't nudge you. Crowd, you can finish that sentence, you know. I heard a couple.
Jason Danley, and I think we're still missing Cole Wayman. Those are the other 2 buses we're missing.
Jason Danley's getting strapped into his bus right now.
Okay. What did I tell the 2 drivers that we knew were the first time here tonight? What's the rules when you come to America's home track?
Be here early and be ready.
It was be on time and hold your line.
Yeah, that.
The 2 things that Roger will say the most on the receiver. And look at this, 2-time track champion, still getting strapped into his car. Must have been finishing his mocha latte.
From Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck.
Great plug. That's right. Roger just said, I don't know if you guys heard it. When the big front end loader comes out onto the racetrack, you know there's going to be trouble. All right, Kid Lightning, for the 4th time tonight, making his way out onto the racetrack.
Oh, the beautiful red, white, and blue atop that bus. Makes my American pride swell up.
We need some Lee Greenwood right now.
Nah, that's too slow.
Okay. Brittany disagrees with you, by the way.
I know. A lot of people do.
All right. Jason Danley now making his way out. Oh, jeez.
A little premature bus bumping.
And so it begins.
I think PJ felt that down there in tech. Whoa.
Oh yeah, I felt it right here in my chest.
All right. You know, wasn't the last time that Jason Danley was in a bus, it was a short bus?
What does the top of that bus say?
Sardison, I love big buses on this side. I think the other side said something about Sardison Racing. All right, Roger, are we ready to go now? So once again, it's Adam Armstrong and Dave Carter. Then Cole Wayman and Chad Anderson and Jason Danley rounding out. This is, if you've never watched this before, this is no holds bar, take no offense, take out the guy next to you, take out the guy in front of you, do it as safe as you can, but by God, those buses had not better be running at the end of the night.
All right, you guys, we're going to need some crowd involvement here. We're all going to join in on a countdown once I get the go-ahead to go.
Look at the buses
5.
now, because they won't be this pretty for long.
All right, thank you very much, PJ. Eagle Raceway, help me count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get bussin'.
Green flag is out for the final feature of the night. How long will the marital enhancement device stay on top of the 2C bus? Beautiful racetrack. James, they're 3 wide exit at turn 2.
That's right, and I bet you they're going to stay that way down the back straightaway. Could be anybody's game. This might get a little bit hairy coming into turn 3.
Adam Armstrong's front wheels are a little mesmerizing.
Neck and neck with Dave Carter. Lap number 1's going to go to Carter in the 2C with the inflatable family up top.
Yeah, the marital enhancement device is shaking from the wind. Once again, Jason Danley implementing the hang back and see what happens policy.
Hey, if you're doing it right, they're supposed to leave them shaking.
We already got debris on the racetrack. Oh, Armstrong!
Contact!
Oh no, watch out, Carter might have hit that wall. No, they got off him.
And Adam Armstrong out to the advantage by just a nose over the inflatable family of Dave Carter.
Cole Wayman down around the low side. He's got the lead. Trouble for the 8C. Dustin Anderson is off the pace. Who knew you could go 3 wide in the school buses at America's home track? Oh, Jason Danley taking the cut through. Watch out, Joe Orth.
No holds barred racing action here. Wayman down to the low side. Adam Armstrong up around the high side. Armstrong with the advantage down the back straightaway. You can see him going down into turn 3. Armstrong's lost a little bit of the mesmerization in those tires. A lot of contact going on here.
What keeps falling out of the 18W? You seeing that?
Oh, beer cans?
That one's some sheet metal.
If it was my bus, it'd be beer cans.
4 cars left. The 8C of Dustin Anderson has retired.
That would be Chad.
That's what I meant.
I thought he was going to turn him. He's still right there into that left rear quarter panel of that bus down the front straightaway. Wayman remains your race leader.
Jason's cool bus trying to do a cut to the infield. I'd say 5. Five laps left to go. Cole Wayman is pulling away. He's got 1 win tonight.
1 out of 4, that's pretty good odds.
Jason Danley, much better sprint car driver than school bus driver.
I heard that was part of his retirement plan.
Oh.
Gonna do some rural school bus driving.
At the front, Carter, oh geez! New leader, the 60 of Adam Armstrong. Dave Carter and Cole Wayman making contact.
A lot of contact through 1 and 2.
We're at 4 laps left to go. Haven't seen a lot of action so far. Rogers getting a little impatient, might start turning these guys loose. Is there trouble for the 60? He's off the pace. Working the low side.
Wayman tries to work it up around the top side. The
Oh,
married bunch
Carter.
into turn 3. Ooh, it's gonna get tight, Dan.
Oh,
Trying to make the outside work as the 18W. Cole Wayman tries to fight to the outside.
oh, we lost something. A wheel cover, maybe? It was red.
Armstrong with the advantage back down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go.
By the way, if you can, real quick, look underneath the advantage, the Avid Realty banner along the backstretch. Dave Carter lost one of his marital enhancement devices.
Oh, can't do that.
She's on the track, but she's outside the groove, so we're staying green. White flag, final time.
Armstrong with the advantage. Carter now into the second spot, down to the low side. Wayman's going to try and battle back to the top side. Kind of sticks it around the middle groove. Back straightaway, final time.
Final set of corners. Oh, big wheel spin for the 60 of Adam Armstrong. And he will take the checkered flag. That's it. Adam Armstrong picks up the school bus races win. Little less carnage than we've seen in years past, but still a good race.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? The best part about there not being carnage in these bus races? It means they live to race another day.
Maybe they'll be back later this year. And by the way, congratulations to Dave Carter's marital enhancement device on the top of his car. It survived the whole race.
Oh, school pickup on the front straightaway.
Jason Danley's going to give Dave Carter one more shot.
Adam Armstrong's trying to do a burnout against the wall, boys.
How are these guys supposed to get out if you keep blocking each other's doors?
Jason Danley said, I had a foul bus. I couldn't race you guys, so I'm just going to hit you at the end. All right, oh no, big smoke out of Jason Danley's bus. Oh, he's going to rear end Cole Wayman. Oh! Is this all of a sudden turning into a school bus demo derby?
Well, I mean, they finished clean. They might as well.
Are we done?
I'm encouraging a demo derby. Hey, he's up and out of the bus, Eagle Raceway. Make some noise for him, Adam Armstrong.
All right, down here with the winner of the bus races, Adam Armstrong. And first I got to ask, how much fun was that?
Oh, that was so much fun. You know, we get to drive a bus to the track, and we got to drive one on the racetrack. So, I don't know, this one's pretty nice. We should have probably brought the other bus out and raced it, and then took this one home. But, oh man, this is so much fun. You know, we were all able to do it safely, put on a good show, and you know, thanks to Roger for allowing us drivers to go out and have some abnormal fun, something we're not used to doing, something that you guys can enjoy. And oh man, I definitely got a kick out of it, so I hope you guys got to also.
While we're talking about it, take us through your modified feature.
You know, we just didn't quite have it. You know, the heat race went really good. I didn't make any changes. Just, you know, when we don't have a yellow, sometimes it just gets kind of spread out and guys get running side by side. And I'm definitely not making any excuses. It just, my car wasn't quite good enough, and but we brought it home in one piece so we can load it up in the bus later.
Yeah, in the bus, not quite that one though.
No. Hey, there's a lot of life left in these buses, so I think we need to do this again or actually really get after it.
School bus demo derby?
Oh, absolutely.
Eagle Raceway school bus demo derby? I think we might have an idea here, Adam.
Hey, I wanted to do the demo derby right there, but we were supposed to play just a little nice. But hey, that's all right. We got to have a little fun and put on a show for you guys.
All right, congratulations. Oh, we got a moment here. Let's head on down to Victory Lane with your Valentino's Hobby Stock feature winner. A new name here in Victory Lane, Dylan Richards. And so, Dylan, how's things going on the home 20?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
I've asked about every question there is to ask you so far this year, so I'm trying to come up with something new.
Yeah, you know, it's been a pretty incredible year. I really couldn't do it. I got to thank all my sponsors, Hoosier Painting, SNL Trenching, Spencer, Lou, Riley Neal, all them guys up there. They're a good group of people. My mom, my dad, Ben, Wade, my wife, Brock, Dalton, John Martinez. I got a lot of people, friends and family that help out. I got to thank all my sponsors. Multi-Fire Wired by Money, Swift Springs, Nelson Tree Service, Van Waterproofing, Noonan Industries, in loving memory of J.R. Craig, Wiring Solutions, Precision Auto Tune. Thanks to my cousin Drake for building me a fast hot rod. Jet Racing, Jared's Restoration, 7-2 Carts, and there's a ton I'm missing. Fester's Bait and Tackle, Schaefer's Racing Oil by Judd Martin, CBD Racing Shocks, Denny. There's a ton more, and this one's from my wife's grandma. She passed away the other night, so this one's for her.
Monday night, you started off the week at the Clay County Fair Speedway in Spencer, picked up a win up there. Last night, the Crawford County Speedway finished second. So while you're not getting a win every night, you're still way up there, top 4, top 5. This has just been an amazing year for you.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. You know, last night I was trying my damnedest to win that for Kaylee's grandma, and I came up one spot short, and I knew I had to do it tonight. So,
Well, congratulations, and this one's for Kaylee's grandma.
thank you.
Once again, your Valentino's Hobby Stock feature winner, that is going to be Dylan Richards. Okay, we tried getting this interview, so let's do it now. Vanover, what's going on?
Oh, out here waiting to get again.
So as we were saying, just another Saturday night, date night Cadillac cruise going on. Take us through that feature.
Well, luckily I had Easton over here. He pulled the one pill, which sometimes nerve-wracking starting on the front row, but it worked out. We cruised around the middle to bottom, pretty much the whole feature, and luckily was able to bring home the win.
It's got to feel good, kind of driving like that guy that's sitting in victory lane right now, almost undefeated on the season.
Yeah, there's nobody in the hobbies that has anything for butthole, but
all right, well, congratulations. We'll see you next week. Talk about a mixed bag night. Rolled the sprint car, and then you played Cole Trickle in the sport mods. You've had a great night, Cole.
I don't know about great. That sprint car kind of took it out of me today, but no, it was a pretty good night. Sportmod was super good. Took me a while to get up there, but once I got some clean air, it was really good, and happy we get it done again.
How much fun was driving that bus against those guys?
Well, after that flip, I honestly really wasn't feeling no bus race, but it was fun. It's awesome that Roger does that, and hopefully he keeps on, or hopefully he can keep getting these buses for years to come, because it's definitely cool for the fans and the drivers that get to do it every year.
Adam Armstrong said there's a lot of life in the buses, possibly school bus demolition derby coming up.
Yeah, I think they might be all right. Yeah, I say Roger looks at that. The only thing, they're natural gas or whatever, so I don't know how well a demo derby will go with that natural gas.
Just be a little explosion.
Yeah, hopefully that's all it'd be.
Well, once again, your Avid Realty Sportmod feature winner, it is Kid Lightning, Cole Wayman. It's been a minute since this guy was in here in a modified. Your Nebraska's Best Lawn and Landscaping Modified feature winner, Nate Thompson. And Nate, you and Anderson were having one hell of a slide job battle going on for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We're very good friends and stuff, so it's nice to race together and not get beat up and go home in one piece. So
once you were finally able to get by him, you started stretching a little bit at a time, when did you finally realize, hey, I'm finally going to get back in victory lane?
Never. I didn't want to give up, because that's when I lose the race. So I was on it until I got that checkers. So
how good does it feel to be back in here? Because these are not guaranteed and they're not given.
No. I won the last year's last points night, and we've been struggling this year. I kind of got tore up at the end of the year last year, had some specials, and we went over the whole entire car, and hopefully we got it back to normal. So.
Well, it looked like it tonight, and hopefully we'll see you back in victory lane again next week.
Thank you.
Once again, Nate Thompson. I'm a little banged. Check. There we go. All right, your final winner in your Nebraska Septic sprint cars, and did it in really good fashion. The Duke, Tyler Druke, and first off, take us through that feature.
Yeah, started out on the front row and just tried to check out and get off the corners good. The main thing was the choose cone and the double file restarts. Just try to make sure you got a good launch off the corner and got back where I wanted to be. So as the race went, caught lap traffic, just keep an eye on the lap cars and where the rubber was coming in and how fast and how quickly it was moving down the track, and yeah, try to seal the deal.
So I've got to ask, because you've got thousands of laps around this place, how does that choose cone change up your strategy in the car?
Well, I mean, it changes things a little bit. I was really disappointed in myself. The first week I came, I didn't do my homework and study film and watch the choose cone from the first couple weeks they did it. So since then, done a little homework. I had to subscribe to IMCA TV or Advantage TV and do my homework. And I just try to watch every restart and every position and just try to get a game plan. And it changed things a little bit, but I'm fairly confident in our approach now. And I guess until somebody beats me doing it, I won't worry about it.
All right, see, this is your time. Give us a list of everybody helped you get this 12 up and down the road.
Yeah, we need to thank American Trailer Company, Churney Enterprises, Druki Trucking and Ranch, Zoz Farms, Jeffries Trucking, Angels Energy Service, Johnson Farms, King's Auto Supply, J&J Auto Racing, Speedway Motors Racing Engines, my dad, my mom, my brother Austin, Adrian and Gavin helping us out tonight, my wife Brandy and Lane and Whelan, everybody else that helps us out, Jim Bell, Double Z Express, TD Signs and Graphics, a long list of people to get us here, Gordon Electric, and keep on going on.
All right, well, congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Once again, your Nebraska Septic Race Saver Sprint Car winner, to Duke, Tyler Jaruki.